what it mean to be the best. Riding foes, feeling unimpressed. Make me reminisce, throwing bows, bend the corner, set my mind up on the goal. All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the goal. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. I ain't gotta say much. Know the boy got a touch. Another win for the rush. Another win for the rush. See me once and got a crush. See you twice and that's enough. Get the ring sized up, and that's for the championship. Yeah, I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit. Locked in. Supreme confidence, can't do broken promises. You can't talk the way I talk when you ain't got no accomplishments. On top taking up space, ain't no room for occupants. Always knew I had to glow, ain't no chance of blocking it. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah, I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit. Locked in. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah.
Hey, welcome, y'all. Woo, we are here by the grace of God, literally. Welcome to the Evolution Era podcast. Y'all gotta excuse me. You know what I'm saying? We had to get this thing together real quick, but we are here. You know what I'm saying? And let me let the king up, you know. Hey, y'all know what to do. And the chat, evolutionaries, I need y'all to shout out. Let me know y'all here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this thing on. Yes, it is episode 28, guys. Episode 28. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to push the time back. You know what I'm saying? But we always come and make sure that we get this thing popping for y'all, right? So we're going to start out first with my day ones, you know what I'm saying? My panel, all right, with the king and the queen, you know what I'm saying? So as we do it in order, you know, I need y'all to introduce yourself and tell everybody where they can find you and support you at and what you got going on, all right? Good, Queen Delilah.
Hi, corseted comedian Delilah. You can find me on most platforms under corseted comedy or corseted comedian. You look at me, what I'm wearing, type it in, learn to spell. I know it's difficult for a lot of you with the American school system and all, but corseted comedy on almost everything.
All right, thank you, Queen. Hey, King, got the King LJ.
What's up, y'all? Good evening, everybody. You can find me on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can look at the same way it's spelled there, man. L_OH_L_. You know, if you're in Vegas, reach out, let you know what's going on. That's I only got really local shows going on right now. Nothing really brewing, but you can find me soon on the radio. I'll keep y'all posted on that.
All right. Thank you. Yes, y'all. If y'all don't know me, because I know we got some new subscribers, you got what I'm saying, people that's just checking out the show, that probably seen me in real life and saw how sweet, you know what I'm saying, and just a damsel in distress and how nice I was, you know. Well, over here, yeah. I really be calling on Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, but I do it with a smile. Yes, you know, I'm your girl. I'm Evolution Brooklyn. I'm Evo. I'm Big Brooklyn. Whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? But make sure, you know what I'm saying, you know I'm the change that you need to see. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. You can find me on every platform. At Evolution Era Media, all one word. Except for here, like, you know, it's Evolutionary Media, 3 words. Also on Facebook, which we are on. Shout out to everyone on Facebook. It is Destiny with 2 E's, Evolution Brooklyn, J-A-E. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So let me shout out the people in the chat also. Okay, we got our beautiful moderator, Army. Hey, Army for Life 1970. I know, Army. She said, you thought I eloped on us. I know this almost didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Long story, but I was like, yo, I gotta make sure that we get this showing. We talk to our people. I don't want y'all to ever think that I'm slowing up now because we got to a goal. Guess what? There's another goal, and it's double the last goal. You know what I'm saying? So the goal never stops. We may be a little late sometime, but we're going to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all need to know. Like, we got you. I ain't forget. Yeah. And I ain't Hollywood either. I'm from Brooklyn. Thank you, Army, for life. Thank you, Queen. Army, I also forgot to ask y'all for y'all addresses for the prize that y'all won on Friday. Yes, guys, we had a game night. It was amazing. Now, y'all can't see it on the stream because you have to become a member to see it. But we let loose. We had a good time. We had a good time, right, Army? Let them know. We had a good time. Army, please DM me your address. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where I can send the prize to you and you can get it. You know what I'm saying? I know how people are about their addresses, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I got a business. It's going to come through my business. So, you know it's legit. You can look it up. Yes. Shout out to the King Daryl. Hey, thank you. Daryl said we looking good, Cosette. Thank you, King. Yes. So now, I'll be honest, y'all. And I didn't look on Facebook yet. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to shout y'all out when I see y'all. Tonight's show, right? I think that I have been tried on every level that you could try somebody in therapy on. It's been one of them days. Like, should you go to jail? Because you know you could go to jail, right? You know what I'm saying? You got bail money? Yeah, you got bail money. Like, it's just been a crazy day. It's been one of them days where I had to be like, yo, don't do it. Don't do it, Evo. You got things to do tonight. Like don't do it. Yeah, it's been a real disrespectful day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really had to pray extra hard today. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting recently at a business meeting, and it came up about minorities and how they act towards each other. Now, mind you, the person I was talking to was actually doing that to me. So what we are talking about, and I guess they didn't understand they was doing it to me, and they didn't understand how much danger they really were in. You know, but I be calling on Jesus a lot. You know what I'm saying? My therapist has a really big influence on me to stop a lot of things I would normally do, right? Army said, yes, we had a good time on Friday, y'all. We had tons of laughs. We played games. We had a good time, y'all. Y'all got to come to the next one. The next one we giving out prizes to. I'm going to just try to keep that thing going. You know what I'm saying? For people that win and all that, and try to be creative and what I get y'all and stuff like that. The games that we play. We gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a real good time. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all what the topic is, right? So here we go. Now, this could be a trigger warning. Now I'm gonna tell you why. The last time I actually did a show like this before, it was in the pandemic, and I had a group. It was a group of, I think it was like 7 of us. Darryl could tell you because Darryl was one of the cast members in the group, and we actually broke up over this show. Yeah, and let me tell you something. It was 2 shows. There was the Unique Expressions podcast, which was my first podcast, and then there was also a Lit Talk podcast. The Lit Talk podcast was me and my friends, right? Yeah, we wasn't friends after this. Just can tell you about that because Just was one of those members too. You got what I'm saying? So a lot of these kings have been with me for a long time, like a couple of years. I've known Darryl for like 30 years. You got what I'm saying? Just I've known him for well over 5 years, I would think. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know a lot of these people, right? And so I know this is a trigger. It's kind of a trigger, but it has seemed to be very prevalent now, especially with like what's going on in the news. And y'all know what's going on. Look at what's going on with like Diddy and Jay-Z, and you got what I'm saying? So we starting to see it more and more. And like we'll be talking about that stuff. I got some videos and clips and stuff like that for you. But yes, this is tonight. So this is our episode 28 of the Evolutionary Podcast. Do Black people really have a crab in the barrel mentality? Or is that just something that they say when you want to bring your brother and sister down, but you want to put an excuse on it? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll give y'all the definition. Y'all know I usually always start with the definitions, right? So some people didn't know what crab in the barrel was. Like I was even talking to the Clip Queen today, and she was like, I never heard of that. So I told her what it was, and she was able to send me some great clips from it, right? So they say it refers to a way of thinking where all in the barrel have the ideology, if I can't make it, neither can you. They say many people, when hearing like the crab in the barrel analogy, they think about the negative mentality of the crabs in the barrel. However, they say the reality is that we should all be focused on the barrel. I even clipped up some crabs, you know what I'm saying, for y'all to see how they act in the barrel. But I was like, maybe you think I was going too far with that, y'all?
I wish it was the background. Crabs are holding on.
I should have did that. Y'all really should have did that. Hey, D Shells. Hey, Queen. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get that clip for y'all, and I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. It's a lot. They didn't really look that good, but y'all to kind of understand. When I was going through this a few days ago, I had someone actually doing something wrong to me and saying that, well, you know, why do we act like this? Why do Black women, you know, they never can stick together? And I'm looking at her like, so you think what you're doing right now is sticking together with me? Like we sticking together?
Motherfucker.
And I thought about going to jail. I really did. And I said, you know, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. They're going to take my wig off. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I had to really talk myself off that ledge because I was just like, come on. Come on. Shout out to Blurred Flex too. Shout out to you. I kind of like that name. It's different. You know, the Last American Podcast. Hey, shout out to you. He said, hell yeah, they do. Yes. And I know that they stick this on minorities all the time, but I'm going to be honest. And y'all probably not going to like this. They stick this on us because it deserves to be stuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say, let me tell you something. I'm not pulling no punches tonight. All right? If you was hating on me, this is probably the show to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had an issue with me, this is the one where, yeah, you're going to be right about this one tonight. I'm in my full Brooklyn. I may even give out, hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying? DM me, holla at me. Because at this point, something got to stop. Let me tell you something. What's today? Today is the 13th? We got a few more days to Twitter being gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to drive a lot of people crazy. And you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they said Twitter goes on the 19th, and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on Egoisms. You know what I'm saying? And Trump comes in on the 20th. Y'all don't think we need to be together?
Correction.
TikTok, I'm saying Twitter. I'm sorry. TikTok. Yes, TikTok. I'm sorry. Yes. Like they get, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really, how can I say it? I took TikTok, because I'm about to say Twitter again. I took TikTok for granted. I really did. I took TikTok for granted. I really did. And I was wrong for that. Because when it go, I'm a feel, you never miss something till it's gone. You get what I'm saying? And I think I'm gonna feel that. You know, I really think so. Oh, see, thank you. Look at Army for like, thank you, Queen. Hey, you know what that is. I love playing these videos. Thank you, Army. I really appreciate that. Army is the queen. Yo, here we go.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Hey, thank you, Army. Appreciate you, Queen. Yes. Now, before I get started, I get ranting because I'm going to really say a lot of stuff. How y'all feel about it? You get what I'm saying? Corset, LJ, how do y'all feel about, do y'all know anything about this crab in the barrel mentality? Have you ever heard anything about it? Has it showed up in your life somewhere? You know, stopped you from anything? How does that work out?
It shows me, I think it can be beneficial. It can be beneficial in the entertainment world when you see the crabs and how they drag down others. You can avoid those situations and those people. So I am grateful for that aspect. Because it's, if you can't get it, I learned early. Before I got on stage, I was dating a comedian, and it was he didn't want no good for me at all. And it was that crap. Well, if I didn't get it at a certain time, then you don't deserve to get it at a certain time. And I didn't really understand that because I'd never really been, I guess I'd been sheltered or I just wasn't around wicked people.
Yeah, right.
And even in the church, there's wicked people in the church, but not to this level where in your face they want you to lose. And at the same time, be like, I love you. I want to get you pregnant. I want to marry you. That was very confusing. But because I learned so early, now when it does happen again, it just rolls off my back. Because it's like, if the one who loved me the most on the planet, even still today, would stab me in the back, the rest of you ain't nothing. So I got thick skin and know what to avoid. Because it was, I'm not going to be friends with these same people who you kick it with and this one kick it with. Because as soon as that person mess up and fail, y'all cheering. That is horrible.
Yes.
That is so, there's nothing uglier than that, I think. Where you want to root for someone's failure. Or you don't want them to do better than you.
Yes. And you're right. And that's what it is. It's and matter of fact, let me let you go, LJ, because I appreciate what you said, Corset. That's exactly you.
And I don't think there's a color to it. I think everyone can do that. Everyone has the potential of being like that.
Very true. Very true.
LJ, you still there?
Bye, TikTok.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for you.
What happened?
Nah, it was very interesting how Corset said it at first, like, because life is always about perspective, like I always say. Some people look at those crabs and say, you know, they was trying to save them from the eventual pot that the person was going to get put in. And that might be a better, you know, scenario or outcome for them staying in the bucket with the rest of the crabs. So it was interesting to just hear, you know, Corset say that it could be looked at as positive. I will say that as a black man, I've been hearing that probably most of my life, especially that term of this, just a warning, just be careful because people don't always wish the best for you. It's a very, I always say I'm 6'3". Easy on the eyes. I know how to speak well, and people could just take that as arrogance. They could just take it as the person thinks that he's better than you, so I have to bring him down to some level that is really not even existent in my mind, or even that I'm even privy to even think like that. But
I definitely think it's something that, you know, we see in other cultures that it's is championed to look out for each other. It's almost frowned upon if you don't look out for each other. But we're not gonna sit here and just put it on just black people. At the end of the day, it's crab in the barrel mentality for everybody, every culture. Yeah, do some people do it better? Do some people do it to a certain extent because their culture has been beaten down to the point where only one of you is allowed in a room? That kind of has to be put into it as well, because once you're the only one put into that room and then your mindset is changed, like some of the names that that Evo mentioned, like Diddy, Jay-Z. Diddy and Jay-Z haven't been in the hood. They haven't been around normal people for a very long time. So when you put it in perspective, people's minds be warped not only um because of the environment, because of the crab in the barrel, because once you out of that, then they kind of feed it to you that only you can exist here now. So you have to protect this spot, and it go back to slavery. Like I always say, it always been a house N word where they make you feel like you more important, or you're a part of their
Mhm.
overall success, and that has always been something that black people have struggled with, because again, our culture was immersed in slavery at a very and when propaganda was becoming a part of the world, and when changing the world's history became a part of the regular things that we see in teaching history. So I think like I just to put it back to in somebody else's hands. um yeah, we all affected by it, but again, we as black people definitely have to take a look in the mirror and say, why aren't we for each other? And like I said, I think I just gave the answer if anybody was listening.
Now, yeah, I mean, and hey, Rob, how you doing,
Hey,
King?
hey, hey, how y'all doing? How's everybody? What's up? What's
Okay,
up?
yeah, y'all both make good points. Costa and Rob, y'all make good points, and we're gonna definitely go through it. Rob, you wanna tell us how you feel about the crab in the barrel mentality? What it is?
Can I
Has
give
it
some
ever
pushback
affected
to
your life?
LJ's excuse? I can
I,
wait. Hi,
you know,
Rob. Hey, you
Hey,
handsome.
hey,
all
how you
right.
posted it?
Looking all good. How you
Evo,
doing?
looking good, girl. What's going on?
Hey, Rob. Like, okay, so however y'all want to do it. Of course, I want to go first. Rob want to go first. You
I'm
got to say
absolutely
it's up to
fine.
y'all. What you want to
Let
do
me
it?
get immersed on the subject a little bit more as the way that you are
Yeah,
tackling.
because they gonna argue.
Hmm.
There,
How
there's
you feel, Rob?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm not. We ain't having too much adverse effects with those wildfires. I mean, it is
Yes,
a
awesome.
air quality situation that I'm going through right now.
no.
But
Mm.
outside of that, I'm pretty cool. What were you saying, Corsity?
Oh, you sound okay. Good. You don't sound
Good
congested, so you
question.
good out there.
What
Um,
excuses?
yes, there's always an excuse. There's not limited seats at the table if you own the table. When you own the damn, because we was talking about dudes who up here and out there who now own the table and still don't make room for others, don't make opportunities, don't uplift. Everybody don't have a lot of these people. When we talk about superstars, they have enough money to change the projects altogether,
That's
but
true.
they don't, because that doesn't behoove them. They want to be the only one at the table. They want to be the good boy. They don't need to own an island that they don't go to ever. If you were going to own that damn island, start something for black people in America to get away from these white people. But they ain't
You're
do
right.
that, did they? Okay, now I done made it. Let me make a society where I get to run it and be president of said island and have my people set up. They didn't do that. Well, I'm the only one here. And then you act a fool. And then you act like your white counterparts. And then when they drag you through the mud, they snitch on you for being a creepy weirdo when you have a little white girl sitting on your lap. And they say, wrong, brother. You can't have that white girl on your lap. You can assault the black ones. You can assault the Mexicans. And you can assault the Arabs. But you not going to do that with Becky. Then they come after you and you blame the liquor company. Sir, you didn't remember that you was still a nigga. And I hope they fire your ass.
And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna break that down a little more. But yeah, because
that's crab in the barrel right there. That's a crab. That's big crab right there. Don't want to understand, but want to pull people down. You don't want to understand how can you solve the problem without understanding of the issue and just pointing the finger? If you sit there and just say, oh yeah, this person's behavior is this way and never dive into what goes on, then you get results of the type of ignorance that, pardon me, the type of responses that comes out of Corset's mouth.
Ain't nobody made him be gross.
I thought hurt people. Ain't that the thing that y'all dove on and y'all dive on? Anytime it's not a black man. Anytime it's not a black man.
Once again, it looks like we're playing a zero-sum game. It looked like we're playing a zero-sum game. I think the whole idea of crabs in the barrel is kind of weird in and of itself because it's not us that's keeping us down. You understand? It's really not us that's keeping us from having the things that we want as much as it is the system. You know what I mean? Like systematically, when you go and like everything about creating wealth in this country is limited to by the color of your skin. The basis of every economic policy in America has to be a homeowner. That's what they tell you. Buy land, get involved in that situation, but they ensure that your part of that land is worth less than a part right across the street from you where the white people live. You see? So when I think crabs in the barrel, I think systematically white supremacy is way more erosive than anything that we would do to each other.
True.
Okay. All right. That's an important too. Yeah.
And that's not what I just and that's not the same message that I just said, but with an explanation into why people are like this.
I don't know if you noticed, but I just got here. I don't know what.
No, I wasn't talking, Rob. If I did notice, we all said hello when you came up. We acknowledged you just got here. I was talking to someone who just said, "Yeah, that sounds great from you," but then had a rebuttal from me because, again, like I said, it's not about what we've ever done to each other. It is where has it come from to make us act this way. And if you never tackle that, you're gonna just breed more people who act the same way.
I thank you, Caramel King. 2 with all them zeros. 200,000. I appreciate you, King. Please make sure you subscribe if you like this video. What we talking about? Because we definitely gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get down to it. We just simmering right now. This part about to boil over. Trust me. You know. But thank you, King. We want to see you here more too. We appreciate that. Yo, he said facts. So we hitting it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Please put your input in. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear everything y'all saying, and we answer everything. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say you were incorrect. I simply said it was an excuse. And
it's not it.
Tired. When you are a bazillionaire, when you tell the judge I could pay you $50 million, when you should have just paid those brothers not to snitch. You could have paid them brothers $1 million to not snitch, and that brother $1 million to not snitch, and the whole neighborhood could have gotten paid to not snitch, but you didn't want to pay them. You want to pay the white man.
Where did you? What hood? What hood did you learn these hoodonomics in again? What did you learn in your long stint in the hood? Corseted? Where were you?
No. My parents escaped somewhere worse than the hood, a third world country, sir.
You don't know nothing about the hood, so how would you know?
It's worse than the hood because you don't shit.
How do you know? You ain't never been there.
Because there's okay. Let me tell you how now. Because when you go hungry in America, the government gives you free money. You know what happens in Panama when you go hungry? You hunt iguana or starve.
You ain't been to the hood, because if the government gave you money, there would be no black on black crime. There would be no, if you talking about abundance, like you talking about, like, oh yeah, everybody just getting it just because they're poor. Like Rob said, some people are getting these scraps and they have to fight for every single handout that people actually helped invent. We helped invent most of these programs and put forward most of these programs, and we don't benefit off of any of them because of the crab in the barrel mentality, because we have white people working in the offices, Hispanics working in the office, and when they see people who look like me and you, until you start speaking Spanish to them, they're going to give you the same treatment that they give me. And then when you finally do speak Spanish to them, then they're gonna give you a little bit of leeway and let you get to the front of the line. Okay, okay, bring it over here. DK this, DK that. But it's not because
you didn't learn Spanish and you were shaving
it's
your hair.
not because
I'm telling you, the third
black
world is
people. It's not because black people do not have the want to do it. Again, after years and years of this mentality being bred into us, and then you have blue wall mentality, you have army mentality, with all these different entities bring in black people and separate them from their people. The same thing you're talking about with these celebrities, make them feel special, and then they commit atrocities against not only their own people, but people that look like them, who go through similar situations as them. What are we really talking about? Like Rob said, like Evo mentioned earlier, some people think it's the barrel. It's not just the crabs, it's the barrel.
All right, so you know what, we're gonna talk about that. I got a video for y'all. I just want to say thank you, Darren Whitaker. Thank you. He's the second one to give a super chat. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you, King. I got a video for y'all, but you know, at this time when you send the super chats or the membership, y'all know what happened. Here we go.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
All right, thank you, Darren Whitaker. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for the love. Army also, Queen, thank you for the love. Y'all keep sending them super chats. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep giving y'all this great content. Now, y'all said, when I said about the crabs, y'all ain't had no issue with it. So I just wanted to show you something. You got what I'm saying? But you know, if you don't like it, y'all let me know, because it could creep a couple of people out, I guess. I guess. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Tell me if y'all see something that jumps out to y'all. Let me know when y'all see it. And it takes a little time with the service that I'm using. Y'all see it?
Yes.
All right, so this is what we're talking about. We're going to break it down more. This is it. Container, it should be I think it by the cow. Now notice something. I wish I had a pointer. If you can look right here on the left-hand side, I think it's our left. Okay, did y'all notice something about that video?
Looks like only one crab was trying to get out.
Yes. Did you see the one crab holding the other crab down? I'm gonna play it again. Let me see if I can. Look right here on the left. You notice what we talking about? And look on that side.
I don't see it anymore.
You see how he hooked? He can't get out because he on his leg. Like that's what we talking about. Hopefully that didn't creep you out. I don't know if y'all saw it again, but on one side we had one crab on the other crab's back. You got what I'm saying? The other crab is trying to get up, but it's not letting the other one. Then on the other side, you had a crab almost out the barrel, but the other one got his leg, so he can't go nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Instead of them just helping each other out the barrel. Now I'm gonna be honest. Can we compare ourselves to crabs? It's two different species. I understand. You get what I'm saying? But we see that every day. We see that. You get what I'm saying? Now I definitely like what you and Corsette was saying. I definitely like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be honest, it's starting to sound like excuses though. It is. Corsette was kind of right about that. To me, it is.
Where do you guys think the black skin came from in South America? I'm just curious.
They was dropping them out. They dropped off more of them there than they did here.
You mean besides the equator and the sun?
Because it wasn't that far of a
evolution.
Ride. You know what I mean? It's a much less further ride, so they dropped about a whole lot of them there. So I would agree with that. I think that the one thing that you both are a little bit off on is that I don't think that y'all arguing the same point. I feel like y'all talking about two different things, right? But I will say this: there is a whole lot of truth in both of the things that you say. And if you are speaking specifically about Diddy, that dude kind of deserved what he deserved. But what you got to ask yourself is that, is it just unique to Diddy? Because there's a lot of moneyed artists that are being found out to, go over to Thailand and shit and buy kids and all type of stuff like that. So if this is happening, what is the true corruption? Is it the fact that they're able to? Is it something in their own humanity when you get so much money? And the other thing that we all have to look at is, in order to get a certain place in capitalism, you got to show your level of commitment. And your level of commitment might be making a deal with a bunch of dudes in a room who getting head in a weird ass way. So it's a mutual firing squad. You see? So there is a bunch of freaky stuff that go on at all levels, not just in entertainment, but in every corporate level. That's why these guys buy islands, so they can go bone people. You know what I mean?
Wow, I get it.
Because they teach you Christianity. They teach you how to act in public, how they want you to act when they getting that money off your back. But themselves, they want to do all type of freaky shit, that a lot of us would find disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and IMD Shields is right. When one climbs up, the others pull them back down. That's exactly what Crab in the Barrel is.
I hope that fool snitches and pulls all those perverts down to Hades with him. I hope in this instance the Crab in the Barrel situation works. Drag them all.
You know what? Let's talk about that. Since we keep talking about Diddy, there was a very controversial way of looking at the Diddy situation, the Jay-Z situation, and it'll make you think. It will make you think.
Can I say this as a
person
who was in the music industry at that time, where a lot of these allegations is coming out about? I used to think it was Crab in the Barrels holding me down. Why nobody want L to get next to Diddy? They don't want L getting next to Diddy because they know if I get next to Diddy, ain't enough. Do I look back now and say, thank you, God, that you were the one in control? You were the one who ultimately kept me from out of the barrel, going out the barrel into that hotter pot. Yeah, it's sticky in this barrel. It's uncomfortable, but I'm still alive. My booty hole intact. In my own, everything I got on my own.
Wait. I'm confused.
This is a personal. I was invited to rooms in deals.
Like free golf parties?
I don't know if they was. I never went.
Why are you indulging in this fantasy?
It seemed as if my invitations would be late. It would be late. Yo, come show up. It's like, bro, what time, bro? I ain't popping out. Y'all have to understand. I was in New York City. I had a label. I had 5 artists. My DJ friend that y'all was talking. Was it the limo driver?
Were you catering?
I mean,
did you miss the
again?
Wow.
like don't lie and associate yourself with stuff that you don't need to be associating yourself with. Please don't do that.
It's plenty of people in the car.
Don't do it.
I hear y'all. It go over y'all. It go over y'all. It go over y'all sometimes. Y'all wasn't there.
Were you supposed to bring the ice one night? What happened?
You say, but you the one said you only get your shit late at night. So you at the bed, you like in the bed sleeping in like 12:30. It is like, come on through.
I'll be right there.
WYD.
Been known he was a creep. I still would have been there.
It's crazy how you try to explain being lit to dorks and they do this. When you was never lit, I'm sure y'all was mad. Y'all thought this was funny. Y'all was never lit. Y'all was never outside. Y'all was never outside like that. Don't do that to yourselves.
Why are you trying to get into the Diddy rooms? Nobody is trying to do that on Earth. Like,
Yo,
why are you trying to
what are we talking about? Are we talking? Y'all keep talking about y'all figurative stories then.
Stories, not go to them.
Everywhere. Why wouldn't you just show up late?
Talk to your figurative stories, B.
You be late to your own shit.
That is crazy.
Hey, yo.
That is crazy. I never see anybody do that. That is crazy. That's wild.
Why not always come late? Why did he always
come? Wild boy. Yeah,
Living your truth on here is crazy, right?
I don't think that's your truth,
people not hiring actresses to play their wives, people not putting on push-up things and wigs and stuff. I survived. Yeah. I didn't go. Y'all was still wishing y'all was there.
Oh my God.
Let me let you out, D-Show. He's choking me over here. I ain't never seen nobody want to be in the rooms. Everybody trying to get out the room. Like that, hey,
bring some oil.
Crab in the barrel. Crabs. Crabs.
Any of us
y'all two. Y'all next.
We would be there. So let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them chins don't go far enough from your neck for y'all to understand what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta get y'all head together.
Wait,
y'all gotta get y'all heads together.
When he get that heat,
y'all gotta get them heads together.
You hear that wop wop when he hear that foot in the back seat? That motherfucker get mad.
I'm putting the link up now, y'all. What's up, we up?
That was good.
We up. Did you block me, son? I was trying to send you the link. I can't find the we up nowhere.
Nah, I didn't block you.
Did we break up?
I'm putting up the link, y'all.
Nah, we didn't break up. Nah, I didn't block you. What you talking about?
Oh, you blocked me, sir. I was trying to send you the link.
No, I didn't.
If I got feelings,
I got you.
So let me ask y'all something.
And TikTok.
Let me ask y'all something.
LJ almost got diddled by Diddy. You blocking folks? Y'all black men don't respect us.
I got a question for y'all, right? Did y'all learn anything from the Diddy and Jay-Z thing that's happening now? What did y'all learn?
I learned Beyonce.
Like, can we break that down? What's happening right there? The link is up. IMG Shields. I just put it up. Anybody want to come up? The link is up.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned. I learned that
the power of Beyonce is unstoppable.
There we up. She stopped him from talking. Yeah. Look. I don't know. Maybe
Beyonce ruining things now.
Yeah. Look. This is what I'm saying.
Y'all hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now.
I was putting on my headphones. My bad. I put on my headphones.
Okay.
So yo, listen. So I've learned this. I learned that it doesn't take much evidence to cripple a black man. In this world, it doesn't take much evidence. All you need is a little bit, and you can really go for him. You can really take him down. Because the Diddy thing, the only thing I see wrong with Diddy was the whole Cassie thing, because it was actual video of him, mistreating her and abusing her. So I see that. But far as him being in parties with other adults, other celebrities, it's like, what was he doing that rich people don't do? Rich people have freak off parties. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. All rich people have freak off parties. And if these parties were so bad, didn't he throw one every year? They was going to them every year. He wasn't putting a gun to their head going, come to my party every year. They was going. So what do we I don't know.
And anybody else, because I got a clip for y'all. Anybody else? I appreciate that, because you made a very good point, and we definitely gonna talk about that. Definitely.
So before you got here, bro, that's what I was basically trying to get them to understand, bro. When you and I use my own experience from being in the music industry and not being in them parties and possibly being in the same circles and could have been in one of them parties. But bro, at the end of the day, like you said, these are industry parties. If you were in the industry, you've been to industry parties.
That's a fact.
It is if Diddy was an intern and he was diddled and he then became the diddler. Hurt people, and that's why I keep trying to say, like, this is not nothing new, but when it's a black man, it's inexcusable. Everybody done forgot about Jeffrey Epstein. Everybody done forgot about all these other people. What? Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
Let me just say this, bro.
I know you can't stand somebody
It's
defending
not
black
even.
men.
It's not even about.
No,
Go on, girlfriend.
No bullshit.
Yo,
Anytime I disagree with you,
Take Queen.
anytime I give
Wearing a purple dashiki do not help in your case.
Now you want to make the personal attacks, but you didn't want them a minute ago. You see how you backing your truck up? Beep, beep.
Who didn't want it? Who didn't want it? Who didn't want it?
You
didn't want it? Now you in your feelings. Now you in your feelings. You bring up your purple garment and you get in your feelings.
Every time I open my mouth, me and you got to sing a song together. You can't let me speak. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're interrupting me, girlfriend.
You don't have any idea.
Girlfriend, this outburst is interrupting my comment.
Start loading up your shit and I generally start talking.
Girlfriend, calm down.
It's foolishness. But no, don't tell me to do shit.
Calm down, girlfriend.
You just sat here and damn near cried and put your thumb in your motherfucking mouth because somebody made a little joke about
that's
you.
That's what you've been looking for? That's what you've been fantasizing?
You
can't be fantasizing about that stuff on this shit. Rob, you have to say professional.
Am I in competition with you or something? I'm old as fuck. Why are you so worried about me? Why? Why are you doing this?
Hold up. He's tired of your stuff. LJ, he's tired of you.
Don't argue.
And I just let it go. Consistently let you guys talk over me because I don't really care 9 times out of 10. But
that's why you be cursing and about to fall off your chair. That's why, because you don't care.
Can I
you be in your feelings, yo.
Okay.
When you guys,
can Robert finish what he's saying before you speak?
Go ahead, Rob. Sorry about that.
My whole point is that there is a consistent problem with us and our women and not protecting them. So even if somebody's willing to be fucked, then fine, go to the fuck party. But when you bring into it, when you got a little white girl sitting on your lap, that's why they came after him. Just what you were saying earlier, just to agree with. I mean, just to agree, LJ, to agree with you. Yes, he had a little white girl on his lap, and he had a problem with a drink company. That's why they came at him. That's why they came at him. But all the while, they were allowing it to happen, just like with R. Kelly and everybody else. They all knew what R. Kelly was hanging out in front of a high school in a Range Rover looking for little girls. Everybody knew this was going on, and nobody knew nothing about it. So
that is so incorrect.
I'm saying is that we have to find a way to see that it's not only a problem with us not protecting the girls.
No, it's all right. I was telling them we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down what you say. It's very important what you say.
My thing is this.
Hey, Rob, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Hold on. Let Rob finish because he was running.
Yeah, you was on a roll, Rob. Dang. I just wanted to say we're gonna break down what you say. It's very important.
The problem between women and men, black women and black men, ultimately, is that they've never felt protected or heard. And even when they are heard, we have to add something to what they feel, their reality. Just like in this whole conversation, just already, I ain't been here that long. Already, you done told Corseted how it is to be in a third world country. You ain't never been in one. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had to use an outhouse.
That's true.
You have no idea what the hell she talking about. But you cut it off at the knees. You see? And that's the issue that I have. At least let them tell you their problem. At least let them tell you their experience. You can't discount anybody's experience because you wouldn't want it to happen to you. You would not want anybody to discount how you felt or how you were doing the thing when you actually experienced it. So that's what I was trying to say the last few times. You got this thing where you got to give them a rebuttal to what they telling you they went through. It's like we just don't really have the capacity to listen. And I'm not just saying it's just you. I do it all the time. You see what I'm saying? I have to check myself like, did I really listen? And until you're willing to ask that question sincerely, you're going to always have issues.
Brother, look, let me just say this.
Let
me just say this to the regular people. This is us regular people, right? When we go out to parties, right? Even as a teenager, when you go out to parties, what are the 3 elements that are at these parties when we talk about what's going on? It's drugs, it's sex, and it's music, right? Everyone is high, everyone is drunk, these are the three elements that's inside of a party. And that's for people who are broke. Just imagine those three elements, but with millionaires. You're going to want even
Yeah.
better drugs. You're going to want even stronger
Yep.
liquor. You're going to want even more sexier and more, you know what I'm saying? Everything kind of multiplies with the money that you have. So these people are partying, but they rich in partying. Partying broke and partying rich is two different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
So
I
not
think Army
necessarily.
was trying to say something, and you stopped to let Rob speak.
Oh, is that who? Is that
That's when she
What
was
happened?
saying that she was
okay?
saying that some of his comments was incorrect, and y'all
So
stopped her.
you thought she was
The
supporting
Queen
her?
D Shields. Can you tell us like what was correct and what was correct? I mean, and incorrect about what Rob was saying?
Disha, pardon.
Yes, please validate LJ real quick.
I think you're on mute or something. We don't hear anything.
Yeah, I think you're on mute.
We up. The thing about what you said, in the entertainment industry, there's different levels. And even at the poor level, the bottom rung, people are gross and disgusting, and they still cover up for those pervert weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, but what I'm trying to say is the
pervert
richer
weirdos
you are
a thing.
Of course, the richer you are, the more accepted it is, because when you're rich, your morals are out the window.
It's accepted universally.
No, it is accepted. It is accepted, but when you're rich, your morals are out the window because you feel like you're above everyone else. Think about it. We're talking about millionaires and billionaires in a room full of women, money, drugs, and sex, yo. There's no way anybody could escape that, especially if they're trying to be at the level of the other people that's in the party, son. And if you know that you leaving the party can affect your chances of being somewhere. Some of those people was there because they wanted to be somewhere. They wanted to feel like something. And the only way they could get there is be at that party, son.
But I'm telling you that it's at every level. Even a nobody will do it, and other nobodies will champion that and hide it. It doesn't matter what money you have, other than they'll let you get away with it and keep all your big money, but they will let you get away with it and keep your small money. Even one excuse that was given was, well, maybe he went through something and now he hurt people. Well, I have been molested, and I don't molest random people.
Random people.
I don't do that.
Random people.
Keyword. But listen.
You can just grow up and realize I didn't like that. I'm not going to do the same to others. There's no excuse for a 60-year-old man to be like, I got hurt. I'm going to keep hurting people.
But here's the thing. Though. You said you was molested, right? God, let's just get out there. Sorry you've been through that, whatever. But listen to what I'm saying.
It's all right. It was at work.
If you was to have got molested by a rich man, do you think society would have looked at you as a woman who got molested by a rich man, or a woman shouldn't have been in a rich man's face? Which means they will excuse him because he's at a certain level, son. They're gonna look at it like you wanted to be around a powerful man. They're not gonna look at it like he did something to you. You understand what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to say is, when you have a certain type of level of money, it's seen as power.
Okay, so
there's another aspect to that, though. To what you're saying. It's also the lack of respect and belief of what a black woman would say. Any accusation she would make, they don't even respect our pain. You get what I'm saying?
About yesterday.
So
let me tell you about. I went to LJ's show to cheer him on. I hate going to this comedy club, and there's usually a thing where if you go to a comedy club, they'll let comedians in for free. But I'm the only one they charge. I'm the only one who looks like me, but I'm the only one who gets charged. So I asked the manager, why do I have to pay to come in? And you know what she told me? Well, you had an incident one time here, and another manager told me you have to pay. And I said, so when that gay prostitute comedian assaulted me, I became the bad guy.
So you did have an incident.
Yes,
And
where
then
this man assaulted me at the comedy club,
Okay.
inside the comedy club, and continued outside the comedy club. And I'm the bad guy. He still kept going on stage. He still kept getting paid. He still kept getting booked. But because it's me, I'm the bad
black
guy.
woman. You're supposed to be aggressive.
No,
other black women got in free that night.
Oh yeah,
I think it was
other
because
black
you had
women,
Wow.
other black comedians
They
got in
said she
free
had
that
an
night.
incident, so that's why they charged her.
So the lie that the manager told me was no one else got in, but the girl next to me who's never been on stage,
That's crazy.
there, she got in free. The other comedians got in free, and it's no big deal because I make some money. I ain't got no. I got bank on. Anytime I go in there and they want to charge me the little $5, I hand her a 50 so she could tell me she ain't got no change because I know she ain't got no change. She ain't got no money. So
what? She give me back my damn 50 then, right? Then that's on you. You ain't got no change. See you in the front row. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
Big bank, take little bank.
Get some change.
Look. Now that I identify as a white tea man, I'm getting paid all over the place. So we good. But that's what we deal with. That's not a high level situation. That's a low level situation where they still show this fruit respect after he disrespects people, made a bad name for the comedy club, but because he was letting another manager in the closet clip him, he's more special. Like,
clip him.
He doing too much.
I'm very sorry that happened.
What the other sister got to say?
I'm the bad guy, right?
She say
I admit, okay, I'm the bad guy because I stand up for myself. Why are the other sisters not welcome at that comedy club? The ones who got the white husbands, they get to go in. But the ones who show up with black men, they don't get on stage. They don't get to go in for free. They don't get to do nothing. I did wrong. What the other sisters who ain't welcome in there do?
Why do y'all keep going there?
She couldn't answer that.
Hey,
only so many places you
I
can
don't
go and do
understand.
But why do you keep going? Why don't you just go?
Because there's only so many places you can go and work as a stand-up. There's only so many places in each city.
Well, obviously you're not accepted there, so why would you still go there?
Right.
Because you
even
still
if there's
got to
not
go.
right.
Because you're not gonna tell me where I can't go. That's why. Because I'm gonna make that place accept us, even if it ain't me. Now Karen is thinking about what I said, and now the other sisters are gonna be the good girls.
I tell you what. I know someone here in Austin, Texas, that's running comedy clubs and working with O'Shea. Is the son of Ice Cube. And I know, and they've been running some nights, and it's been a lot of new comedians. So I'm gonna hit them up to see what that sign up is like, and how they fly you in, and what that info is about, and then I'll share that over with you guys.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sometimes it's about environment.
Austin is a beautiful place for comedy. It is wonderful.
Thank you, D Shields, and thank you because this is what this was my original point to bring it back to the crab in the barrel situation. Sometimes when you so focus on what you feel like was a blessing, you might not understand. Like I said, if you are still of faith and believe in God, you believe that he don't make no mistakes. So you don't even believe in the crab in the barrel. It might hurt. It might feel like you being held back from something, but now you might have a bigger opportunity that comes from it, as opposed to you going down that path and you don't know where it would have took you. It might have took you somewhere you didn't want to be. And that's why I said it's all perspective.
I do
agree. But LJ, you made an
excuse
for them. After hearing my story, you made an excuse for them.
Ooh.
You said, well, another black woman got in for free.
That's not excuses. That's educating. You are sitting here. You're sitting here telling everybody that all black women aren't welcome and they aren't being let in for free. That's not true. Whatever happened, and like I said, if you're gonna point out everything I said, point out everything I said. I said I'm so sorry that happened to you, and I apologize that you were there on my request to show me support and had to go through that. But what I will say for educational purposes, there are several black women who perform there weekly who are let in free. And that is just the facts, Corset. And they are darker than you. Some of them are taller than you. Some of them are bigger than you.
The one who only smashes the YT men and don't talk to you? You talking about that one? The one
who don't talk? What are you talking about?
Yo, why do you know everybody?
What are you talking about?
Why does she know?
There's several black women who be on the marquee of wise guys. You don't mess with them. You go there. You say what you say. She literally just said in the story.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question.
That deal with the white boys is the ones who get up in there. You knew here, sir.
You deal with white men.
I'm telling you how I get.
You openly admit that you don't deal with brothers. So why are you being excluded?
Are y'all friends for real? I've been trying to figure it out for the longest. Are y'all really friends? Like, what's
accountability partner?
You don't be sounding like it. Like, it's almost like y'all know each other.
The other way around. Because I've done this before.
So yeah, my friend ain't have my back. I would have to look for another friend. Like
you know what? You know what?
You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's how y'all do it in Vegas. I don't know. We probably been rolling.
We from New York. That's how New York is.
You got one more time to go against
since we
my
talking
story,
about black women, since we talking about black women need to. This is what black women should do. Stop going to places where you are not accepted, son. I don't
celebrated and
understand
accepted.
why.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not being accepted and you're not being treated right, and you know it's wrong, then stop going there, son.
Yeah.
So what I do is I like to be the bad guy. So now that I let that woman know I know who she is and what she's about, she's gonna prove that she's not racist, and now she's gonna be paying all the sisters in town. Because I've done this before. I go to
why do you care about all
I make him prove that he's less rate. Why do I do it? For the black community, sir. It's more than
it's not.
If you are a good friend.
Because I'm not getting paid don't mean I don't want my sisters to get paid, even if they don't mess with me. So now I message my girl.
The community is still going to support them.
She's not racist. Hit her up so you can get a spot. And
the community is still the community is those black women are not going to go and perform because of one woman. They're gonna keep and go doing their thing because they feel like that has nothing to do with them. By you equating yourself with other women and with everything else, instead of realizing that your talents and what you bring to the table is not well deserved there, you're not being treated right. Why are you making this into a big thing when it's just about you?
Let me answer this for you, brother. Let me answer this for you. Let me answer the whole panel. Everybody on the panel, because I've been doing this game for 33 years. And I can tell you, the reason that you go to clubs that don't want you there is because you can't go nowhere else. Up until recently, they wasn't letting people there wasn't even that many clubs to go in. So since black people don't own that many comedy clubs, I don't know if anybody on this panel owns one. You may have connections with one, but none of us own this shit. So because you don't own it, you got to go where you got to go to get what you got to get if this is your chosen vocation.
So don't complain about it.
Well, no, you can't tell me what I can't do if I'm not happy.
Your story is not complaining.
That's
though.
Crazy. That's just amazingly.
Yo, listen. If you're going to an establishment and you are not being treated,
so I'm not trying to say I guess the universe cut him off for a reason.
Continue to keep going there. Then don't complain about the service.
I got one for you. What if Rosa Parks never sat down in the back of the bus, right? You got what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this stuff for centuries, for years.
Everybody would have still got
like one black woman can change everything. Like, we can't tell a black woman, no, don't do this. Like, she may be changing it so that the sisters can get in. You know what I'm saying? But to tell her like to get on and that's like what the cowards back in segregation did. You know what I'm saying? Or the slaves did. Don't you read no book. Don't let master see you reading that book. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You got to think about stuff like that.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. It's not crab in the barrel mentality in the Bronx to tell your 4'2" cousin you're not going to the league, bro. If you have delusions of grandeur, you're the problem. I love you, but things that you do aren't always okay. This is true friendship. This is true love. And that's not crab in the barrel mentality. That is an accountability partner who loves you enough to let you know, hey, buddy, maybe you took it too far.
You got to I'm trying to figure out, like, where that come from?
Like, can I say that? Yeah, I had something on the topic.
You got Queen. I'm sorry, because I'm confused now.
Okay, so I was
You don't know what good friendship is. I know you're confused.
I was gonna take it back to the topic, and so Diddy is a prime example. I want to say something though, just back up just a minute when it came to LJ, because I used to do the industry. I was one of the beginners that started South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. So I know that life from the beginning. And I was around when it was everything to get yourself connected to Diddy. It was everything to get yourself connected to Sylvia Rhone. It was everything to get connected to Russell Simmons. So you didn't know about the freak offs, and even a lot of the people, he was a big, even though they have dragged him down to, prove to me beyond reasonable doubt is where I'm at right now. I did see the Cassie video. Yes, I did. Diddy is very wrong for the Cassie video, but there's a lot of things being thrown on this man, and so I need to see everything, and I'm a paralegal, so prove to me beyond reasonable doubt, because I see a lot being put on one man that should have been put on Clive Davis, because he is the beginning of it all.
That's all I was trying to say, D shit.
That's a fact.
Yes, but let me say this about the crab in the barrel. So once Diddy gets out of control, and I blame Clive Davis, I'm gonna keep doing that all night, but I blame Clive Davis. So when he gets out of control, he did begin to get that crab in the barrel mentality. Like, no, wait a minute. Aaliyah's music is at the top in the 90s. We're going to prove beyond reasonable doubt and pray he didn't have anything to do with it, but he needed Aaliyah out the way. There was a lot of things that began to happen where he's like, no, I'm not going to let you. You can only go so far. And I think that's how the threatening video started, allegedly. Like, I'm going to make sure I have this thing on you, so that I can make sure you stay in your place. And that's really what the crab in the barrel mentality is about. Like, people that believe that, hey, I'm up here and this is the level that I'm going to keep you at, and I'm going to make sure that you don't get to no other level. And once we started seeing that side of Diddy, honestly, that's not the Diddy we knew in the beginning. And I think a lot of, money can get to people's head. Allegedly the drugs, a lot of things happen to maybe change who he is. I would like to see who he is now, because I'm sure he's fully rehabbed.
That was him in the beginning when he got rid of. That was always him. When he got rid of Biggie, when he got rid of Tupac.
I will say, I'm saying this. I should say this, Quartet. It's not publicly. Publicly, we didn't really realize it. Yeah. But you're right.
I realized it. Because that dude was in the back, and he stopped, like, he didn't want to be in the back no more. And then when that goat-faced weirdo,
he was more famous than the people that you're naming. If you knew, and this is what I mean, Rob.
He was.
I don't ever mean to interrupt her, but when she's saying things directly that's a lie. Sean Puffy Combs was well known in the black community since he was in high school. He was a backup dancer for Dougie Fresh. If you look up Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick videos, he was in those music videos. He had an internship with Andre Harrell when he was a teenager. He was always popping. These people, again, like we have said, like D Shield said, if you are in that industry, even like Rob said, you have to.
Or music.
He was known for being a producer and a party promoter. If you want to talk about the beginning, he got famous because one of his parties had a stampede, and it was in the New York Times. That's how Diddy got his. That's how he got his name outside of being a dancer.
That was early in his career.
We talking about the beginning. Freak off parties.
Was that before Biggie?
That was early.
Diddy has always been known for his parties.
Look, let me tell you when the party.
I'm talking about music.
Right. No.
Okay. Thank you, King.
Yeah, music-wise, I would say that
he was producing for Jodeci. He was managing Jodeci and other groups. He was managing Mary J. Blige. These are names he was managing. He was working with Heavy D and the Boys. These were people he was managing under Andre Harrell. That's why I mentioned that. As a teenager,
about him being the front man.
He became the front man when he was in his when he was 20
in the 80s,
right?
When he was 20 years old, he got his label deal. When he was 20 years old, he was already managing other artists that he brought over, and he discovered Craig Mack and Biggie Smalls, and he conjoined that with bringing over the talents of Jodeci. He didn't get Mary J yet.
I'm not talking
but
about management.
what do you? That's music.
When he get on the front lines.
Oh my
was
goodness!
When Biggie was gone, and he did that video when Biggie passed about his passing. That's when he came.
He was rapping with Biggie.
And people nationally and worldwide got to know him. I'm not talking about no New York stuff. I'm talking about when the South knew him.
No, I would have to disagree.
When he
knew
came
Diddy
from
before
behind
that.
the camera. And
Nobody knew Jodeci. Nobody knew Mary J. Blige. Nobody heard Wu-Tang remix with because again, these are produced records by Sean Puffy Combs, music that you're asking about. He only became their boss because he had the connections and they sought his connection to the major labels. That's how you become the boss of rappers. Because I've done it before, I can speak on this experience. And that's what I'm saying.
The boss of rappers. I'm talking about when we saw his dope face out front was when Biggie was gone, when he pushed him into the grave allegedly, and he pushed Tupac allegedly into the graves, is when he was putting his raggedy face all over the TV. Because I'm not talking about music production. I'm talking about when we had to tolerate his face, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
I said his face was in music videos.
LJ, just accept that it's probably what circles you're in because we were in entertainment circles. So it's just probably, you know what I'm saying? Some people may not have known him on the level that a lot of people knew of him. Because if you weren't doing music, you weren't paying attention to no Diddy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Diddy was teaching. He was teaching people to vote. Diddy was on CNN. Diddy was on MTV. He was on several different networks with his own education. How wasn't he known?
What type of nigga is you?
You don't. Again, maybe if you don't understand the impact because you
They
weren't part of the culture,
one party bought him.
You were taught that it's okay to subjugate black men to whatever standards you was subjugating him to. But he was a global icon.
Yeah, we're not going to take away.
We're not going to take away in his 20s. He was on trial, and that was a global thing when he was in his 20s. Him being a black
that makes him an icon because he beat a case.
Him,
hold on. LJ,
he wasn't. Who's speaking?
Hold on.
LJ, let me have it.
He was a. Go ahead, cook up.
LJ, let me have it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I understand that things came out, and I am not being defensive of their behavior. I understand that things came out about R. Kelly. I understand that things came out about Bill Cosby. I understand that things came out about P. Diddy. But you will not and ever take away from the things that they did for the culture. Okay? Individually, each one of those individuals.
What the Puff Daddy do for the culture, woman?
Queen talking.
I'm a ass.
Give her a minute. Let us finish. Please.
So individually, they did major things for our culture. And yes, to answer your question, they will go down in history as icons.
Same way Elvis Presley, Jerry Lewis, white men who was touching their cousins and underage women, they still got.
Yeah, why you want to do it like that?
That's a fact.
What?
Yeah.
Who is talking right now?
That's true.
Who is saying something?
Hold on. So the getting cut off.
Because y'all know I like to get under people's skin. That's why Rob knows somebody done got me started.
Listen, I give you a challenge. I give you a challenge.
Cam up so we can see what you look like.
He knew. Just let him speak, and then y'all can respond.
No. Look, you was going hard. Nigga, go ahead. Keep going.
Thank you for
What's your thoughts about this? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, keep going. Me?
We want to know your thoughts.
Turn your camera on.
Personally, I think Puffy,
this is a white boy. He's not even black. So
I think he a shasty. What you say, though?
So you don't want to cam up, D-Shields.
Baby, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Oh, you better calm your down. You better calm it down.
Evo, you can block him. He all kind of negative.
Yeah, you can take him down.
You can take him down.
Wait. Okay.
No. I'm about to talk about it.
You just called a black woman a hoe? What?
Yes.
You say hoe?
A black woman.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Whether you
I
agree or
call a
not,
white woman a hoe too.
You're not the
Not
energy of
that
the
that
show.
that that's not what we do up here.
We don't do that here.
We
You
don't
go
do
back
Okay,
that
to
so
here.
we,
TikTok.
so
You go back
so
to
don't act
TikTok.
like it. Then don't act
You
like it
come
then.
back
whoa, whoa, whoa,
respectful.
bro. That's
So
too
all right,
much.
then
There
just
we
You go
go.
table
back to
down
You give your
then.
TikTok.
Why
opinion.
don't y'all
That's
just
all.
You
table
can
No,
go
down?
back to TikTok.
relax
You
your
can go back to
mind,
TikTok.
baby.
Goodbye.
Relax.
You can go back to
Chill
TikTok.
out.
Goodbye.
Why don't you just
You can go
table
back
We
to
just
down?
want to
TikTok.
know what
Goodbye.
you think so we can
That's what I'm
assess.
trying to say. That's what
So
I'm
so
trying to
Let's say
say.
yeah,
without
Right?
insulting
so
anyone.
yeah. How you feel about the situation? But
I
keep it
mean,
respectful.
I think really like I think he bit off more than he could chew. You know what I'm saying? Like he get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? Like this Puffy turned to a whole fag. You know what I'm
Okay, no,
saying?
I don't
Don't
like the way
use
he
that
talking.
How
word
many
either.
more of
That's
these
gonna
you
You
gonna
got to
let ride?
cancel this
Damn, I
man.
can't do that either. Golly, I can't do
That's
shit.
hey,
nasty.
go for the channel.
What the fuck?
Um,
Yeah. This
I'm
is
gonna
y'all
be
be
honest.
defending
Have
against
y'all ever
elders.
seen
Gave a
that man
term where
sleep
he
with a
Yeah.
child or
If
sleep
you
with
a
a
real,
rubber
if
man?
you,
No.
yeah.
You
Okay,
said
now
what?
I'm asking that.
Right.
Now
No one's
listen,
ever seen that. They don't have no proof of that.
but
But
that's
beyond
that's what I'm
reasonable
saying.
doubt.
So I'm about to go somewhere with
Hold
this.
on, look. You
Y'all
doubt it?
never
You doubt it?
seen.
You doubt it? You
hold
doubt
Wait,
on,
it?
wait,
sir.
can
Hold
y'all
on,
do
sir.
me a favor?
Hold
Every
on, sir.
time I talk, I don't need everybody else to talk. Like we're gonna stop
Mm-hmm.
doing that because I can't even clip these shows because when I
Go
talk,
ahead, sir.
everybody else want to talk on top of me. Please
Where
give the
you
host
from?
me some respect,
Where you
please.
from? I got you. Where you
I'm
from, though,
from
sweetheart?
Brooklyn. Don't I sound like it?
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay. All right. So just
Yeah.
give me that. Just give me that. I just want to say one thing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all never seen this man do any of the stuff that's alleged, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen him sleep with men. You got what I'm saying? Like we haven't seen none of this. And you know what I'm saying? So how can we just go off of rumors? You get what I'm saying? Like, is that not the biggest aspect of crabs in the barrel mentality in the minority community that there is? These are all allegations. You get what I'm saying? Why is it every time there's some type of allegation or rumor against a black man, now we got it against a black woman? We are so quick to unalive the reputations, the careers of our own people, the people that look like us. Do we see Weinstein people doing that type of stuff? Do we see the people that don't look like us doing that type of stuff? Or is that just us? Because I'm going to be honest, people that look like us have said more about Diddy and Jay-Z and R. Kelly than anybody that don't look, and I'm gonna say it, they're white people. I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do that to their kind. Why do we do that to each other? That's what this whole show is about. You know what I'm saying? If we haven't seen these stuff, why are we so quick to go with it?
And this is what I'm saying.
I
The
did see a
crab in the barrel
15-year-old in his
thing
lap,
worked.
though. For clarification, I did see a
Like I didn't
15-year-old
start
girl
teaching.
in his lap.
I don't even think it's crab in a barrel,
He was
G.
having sex with her?
No. I saw him with the girl in his lap. That's disgusting to me.
Who?
I don't know why you would have.
So that means that he's sleeping
What
with men
man?
and he
No.
abusing
I didn't say
children.
that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know nothing about what
Like,
he did.
how can we associate that?
What person are we speaking about?
Did
She
you
just
hear
said
the
it.
girl?
He.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question, right? Did you hear the girl that was talking
him having a
about?
child.
You heard the little video, like the little audio, like she was talking about, like what happened with her. You didn't hear that?
Say it again.
Like the girl, like she probably about 16, 17, maybe like 20 something now, but she was talking about how like it went down.
Let me
Who
ask you
y'all
something. That
talking
girl's
about? Y'all
father,
talking about
that
Diddy,
girl's
Jay Z?
father didn't even corroborate her story.
Are we
Like
talking
you
about
got,
Jay
I
Z?
didn't even listen to that story and how many loopholes and stuff is in these stories. Y'all, it's really easy for others to get us to tear each other down. You got what
So
I'm saying? It's
all of us watch this shit.
And that's
All
the
of us
point
watch.
I was trying to get to as far as the crab in the barrel mentality. Because again, once you make the rest of the crabs believe that that one that was selected is special, they don't believe that it's a pot over there no more. They don't
You
believe
know
it's
what though?
danger over there.
All
So
the punks,
again,
all the punks.
this is the
Listen,
barrel mentality that we're talking about. If you can
all the
convince
punks.
the crabs that
All the
are
punks
in the
in
barrel that you
all the
putting
punks
them
in New
in a
York
better
know that
position
nigga is a
by
punk. Nigga,
putting
what
them
you
in a
mean?
pot, then you've won.
What you mean? All the punks know he a punk, man. Like, stop it.
Bro, what are you talking about? Shut
You
up,
don't even
In
know
New
where
York,
he knows. So who
nigga.
talking to you? The people in
What
the
are you
hood?
talking
'Cause
about?
They
We keep
wish
saying
they were Diddy. You can't
you
like
wish you was Diddy.
They
Yo,
wish they had Diddy
you wish you was
money.
Diddy.
Nah, I don't.
I
You
got
wish
a
you was
video.
Diddy.
That's
That's
more than grabbing the
it.
barrel stuff
You're
we
not
talking
even
about.
That's
man enough
about
to
it.
came up and look at other
They
grown
wish
men
they
in their
had
eyes when you
Diddy money,
talking.
nigga. It's not
Stand
about
on your
being Diddy,
business.
nigga.
Stand
That's
on
true
your
though.
business. Be a grown man.
Yo,
Came
hold
up
up.
and
Yo,
stand
can
on
I
your
say
Listen,
something?
business.
I can't help you. Wherever you at, I can't help you, nigga. But
Nobody
it's
looking
cool.
for your help. You a voice, bro. Who are you?
I got a
Exactly.
clip for y'all, right? Because it's I was gonna talk about this. I was gonna bring it around to something else.
Crab.
I'm glad we
What's
on this.
wrong? So no, do it. No, do it. Do it.
Look,
Yo,
I'm
yo,
glad we on this, right? Because you got to think. Before it was R. Kelly, it was Diddy, it was Jay-Z. Y'all remember Michael Jordan and what happened to
it was
him?
Michael Jackson at one point.
It
Hold
was
on.
What?
And
What?
it
Kobe.
was
Yeah.
It was
Jay
Kobe
Z, and it
Bryant.
was
It was
everybody
like
else too. What you talking
Wait, wait,
about?
names go
wait.
on
But
and
y'all remember
on.
what happened to Michael Jordan, though? That was
What?
very interesting. What happened to Michael Jordan?
I guarantee this bitch ass nigga right here don't know what happened.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do you?
Okay,
Do you know
so
what happened?
Which bitch nigga do you
What's
speak of, sir?
what was
Not
that?
you.
y'all
No, I ain't
gotta
talking
stop
about you. I'm talking
cussing.
about the
Y'all
other
gotta
nigga.
stop cussing.
Yo,
Yeah.
what was
The
Okay.
mo-
Nigga
the
to right of
the
you.
the
Y'all gotta
grown
stop
man,
cussing.
the
hold
grown
on.
man
Yo,
calling him
it was
out.
just a
What
it
up,
was just a
y'all?
celebrity. It was just
Yeah,
Hey,
a
King, how
you,
you
celebrity.
doing, King?
you,
Yo, what
you,
was that?
New York
Man,
motherfucker. You don't know what happened to damn Jordan. You don't know
um,
nothing.
What were you trying to say, Evo?
What happened
All
with
right,
Jordan?
y'all.
He
All right, y'all. We got somebody
slurring.
new. We got a new king. Let's hear what he got to say before we go more into it.
one in particular, you already know who I'm repping right here. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? We from the town, man. Okay, here's the thing though.
You from
My name is
Texas?
Black Wings. My name is Black Wing Zero. Most people know me on TikTok. I'm going to say this in real life. They literally want an asterisk next to a black man's name. Let's keep it real. They want basically an asterisk to a black woman's name. We seen that during the election.
What does that mean though? Asterisk to a black woman's name. What does it mean? Like a letter?
No, he
An
means
asterisk
that
basically they want a
Country
footnote.
dumb mother.
They want there to be a
Stop
footnote.
it. Stop it.
They want there to be a footnote to that person's accomplishment. And to that, I would say that is a possibility, and I'm not taking anything away from it. But if you are a diddler, you need to be held accountable. If you did something to people's
What
children,
is that? What's a
yeah, you need
diddler?
to be held accountable.
I mean, you need to go to the joint, or somebody's daddy need to shoot you in the face.
Yes,
But we have
then
a
you go to jail.
process. We have a
I'm
legal
kind of getting you.
process.
You
And
said
I'm
you
not
playing
saying
with
that
kids, you go to
I'm
jail.
saying
Right?
We have a
worked in
legal
that system
process, and if
for a
you're
long
not
time. I'm
going to
not saying
call
that.
out Michael Jeffries, if you're not going to call out the Abercrombie Fitch dude, and you're not going to say he actually did it, he hasn't had his day in court yet. Diddy has not had his day in court. I am not saying that Diddy is an angel. I am saying that he is a black billionaire, and they are trying to eliminate billionaires off the Forbes list. So
I think
I was
we should.
just talking about this a long time ago. I was just talking about this a long time ago.
But you know what
Still, it has
though?
been proven beyond reasonable
Sure,
doubt.
We
No,
spending
let's
so
not
much,
do that.
so
Let's
much
not do
energy
that.
on bullshit. Fuck them niggas.
Hold on. I want to
Excuse
say
me, you
this.
got
Listen,
one more
everyone
time to
has an
cuss, and you ain't never
opinion.
got to worry
Yo,
about staying up
Little
here with me.
shadow,
I
little
keep
M
telling y'all
shadow.
Can I
stop
just say
cursing.
this?
Little
You
M
know
shadow.
the
You're
level
gonna
of
get her.
intellect it
You
takes to
want
have
to
a
get her
conversation
show
without
banned
cussing. Stop
because you
cussing,
have
y'all.
no truth.
Hold on,
Oh
Because
my
Shields.
you
bad.
cannot.
I ain't know
D,
cursing was a
Y'all
Evo
are
tell
problem.
everybody.
joint a
Hold on,
professional
hold on,
space.
D. Let Evo tell everybody what the rules are, because
Okay.
maybe y'all are new to
I ain't
YouTube.
take you down, LJ. You say that all the time. Come back. I didn't touch the thing. I didn't.
My bad, sweetheart. I didn't know cursing would get your
No,
thing.
you
Yo,
can't. No, you
It's
cannot cut.
YouTube.
Once you see the monetization, the cussing is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all this, and I'm telling y'all this every show.
Is there a
Y'all
voting?
gotta figure out a way to be articulate and still be able to talk without saying a million cuss words. Because I know when y'all go to these jobs, if y'all have them, that's not what y'all do. How I know that? Because I am one of the uppers at my job, and I know y'all don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand y'all comfortable, but respect. Come on, show me some type of
Oh,
respect.
so you saying this business, huh?
This
I
is a
got you.
business. This is my business.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
this
I
is
mean,
up
shit.
under my business, literally. So yeah,
Okay.
just because let me tell you something. They be tagging these videos. They listen to the stuff that you say. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen to everything. That's some more. Nothing
Y'all
more.
see, I cover us on all allegedly is right here. I cover us every type of way I can. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, just try to let's be more intelligent. They want us to sound like nigglets every time we come up.
They want us to sound unintelligent. That's what they want us to sound like.
Let's do better. Let's do better.
I try to catch myself, baby. My bad.
Okay.
Y'all can do it.
And that is
Okay. Evolution. Here's the thing, though. Beautiful black woman. I gotta say this real talk. The reason they want to answer to a black person's name because guess why? They want to villainize the person that they know is the villain in their story, in their narrative. We always been the villain ever since we've been here. Ever since we were cargo, we were the villain.
I don't want to interrupt you. It go back before that. It go back to them defining us as black and everything associated with black being demonic, being evil. But
if black is demonic, why are you trying so fucking hard to be black?
Damn,
let me just say this real talk. That's working with no ass. I swear to fucking God, because it's only in the Bay Area that do that shit. And I swear to God, this is too soon to make up. If you have no ass, why are you twerking?
Nigga shit.
Okay, you have because these are children. Can I just speak up for a minute and let me just in my age group? Okay, so listen,
big homie, big homie. Look, she's trying to get her shit going on. Like, you gotta chill.
I'm gonna be honest. And she has told you several times to stop using that type of language, or you are messing with her bag. And you continue to talk like the imbeciles that they think that you are. This is YouTube. You can't talk like that. You can't talk like that on any of Meta devices as well. You can't talk like that on Threads. You can't talk like that on Instagram. You cannot talk like that on Facebook. You need to learn how to carry yourself so that you can go further. And to come on here and act like crab in a barrel,
you can't do the same thing that he doing though, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you gotta
you need to do
man to man, yo.
Here's the thing, though.
She asked y'all, D-Chills.
Goodbye.
Hold on. And grown man to grown man.
What you talking about? That's true.
Evo, not to interrupt. You mentioned, act like you at a job, yo. You could get passionate.
Act like really you got some education.
You could say
like
what
really
you want to say,
like you got some
but act like
education,
you
bro.
at a job. What are you doing?
Yo, listen. So
she need to act like she at a job too. She won't talk to nobody that has a job like that.
I
wouldn't talk to nobody. No, you would not. You would not.
I wouldn't.
Yo, can I say something?
But you could never be at my job, no way. So I definitely wouldn't be talking to you.
Playboy. Here's the problem. This should be the black meeting. This should be the black meeting. Black men and black women getting together and finding out what the issues going on in our community for real. And we can talk logically on that type of any topic because guess what?
Why are you hopping in?
We are not identifying and idolizing the world black. So I'm going like this. If we identify as this, we need to be coming together as such. So I'm physically going like this. If you cannot here's the thing. I said ass. I go like this, but that is in the dictionary and it's not listed as a word. But I'm going like this. I'm literally saying this. For all we on YouTube. You know YouTube has way more damn guidelines, way more than TikTok. And they literally basically will cut somebody off in a minute. Can you refrain from cursing and literally basically come with a logical thing to say? What I'm saying to my other brother on the left, right? They hate us, but they want to be us. Like seriously. Like, do you know? Here's the, I'm still wondering to this mother freaking day. Don't y'all hate it when basically YHT people literally say you the black friend?
I don't care.
I refuse to ever be that. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
When they say that shit, man, it just be it kind of irks me, man.
Yo, fellas,
you got I appreciate you, but I'm not going to keep talking to people like children. You have a good night. Have a good night. I'm not going to do that tonight. It's just not going to work. I ain't even going to yell and scream. I'm just going to dismiss you. I'm going to show you how much of a boss I really am. That's all. I don't really have to talk.
Can I just say this one thing? I've been waiting to say this one thing. So back to the whole crab in the barrel mentality. Let's get back to that. I want to get back to that. So I do understand this. I do understand that society throughout its whole time has trained, and since we're talking about black people, I'm gonna say black people, has trained black people that the only way to get to the top is to get there yourself. Think about it. When you think of crab in a barrel, you think of a situation where someone is pulling you down or whatever. Think about every gangster movie, every movie you've watched, and tell me what movie have you seen where the brother didn't do something to the brother to achieve something. Every gangster movie, whether it's Boys in the Hood, Paid in Full, any type of movie that stereotypes the black man, where there's some type of journey to power, it's almost as if at the end of the movie, the brother stabs the brother in the back, or the brother kills the brother, or sets the brother up, or do something to the brother to achieve a certain status. So I think with that, people really think it's lonely at the top when it's not. It's just that it's only lonely at the top because you have this mentality that you're the only one that should be there.
Thank you. And
that is my point. We up from the get-go.
That's your point from the get-up.
Thank you. You were making excuses, LJ.
That's your point from the get-go.
I literally said if you make the table, you can have whoever surrounding it. And you crashed out because you said there could be only one, LJ.
No, I did not. What we have just said is for so long, black people have been taught it. It is being projected. The same thing I said. You said it was an excuse. I'm not ever giving nobody an excuse because I completely agree. And this is what I mean, Rob. And I'm not saying that. Now Rob, Rob talks about who's in competition. All of a sudden, Rob Dog is in the screen. All of a sudden, Rob Dog is in the screen.
Look, you gonna stop picking on me on the playground? It's just not gonna keep.
I thought we wasn't in competition. I thought we wasn't in competition, Rob. I thought we was in competition.
Anytime I cheer on a brother LJ crashing out and saying me too.
Hold on, can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask all y'all questions?
Hey yo, like I said in the beginning, if you are a believer of the Most High, you will get that crab in the barrel mentality, whether you believe you're the victim or the doer. You will get that out of your mindset and realize it's all God's timing. Nobody can stop you from nothing that's meant for you. We give our morning affirmations.
Can crabs in a barrel mentality? Let me ask
LJ, that paid actress is back.
Let me ask.
I know. I try not to say it. I try not. He got a dog and he got a dog actor.
He rented a whole
actress. He got a green screen.
LJ,
how can I be down? Can I be your son or something?
Can I get you a?
When are readings? When are auditions for your son?
You also need an actress?
Yo, Rob, can I ask y'all all this question? Can it be possible? Because y'all said something that hit me in the brain real quick. Can it be possible to have competition without the crab in a barrel mentality? Do you think
I don't think so. I don't think
yes.
so.
Iron sharpen iron. If you're a real man, you need that around you.
Can Rob speak? Is that at all? His mic is super low.
In the game of capitalism, if you are all competing for the same dollars, if you are all competing for the same entertainment dollars or whatever bucket you compete in, that is the point of it. Now, a lot of the times we don't do that to each other because we do make allowances for other people to get in other spaces. We do hook each other up and pull each other up. But I'm just saying, in general, it is not a good idea to help the competition. That's what capitalism brings you. And this is what I've been saying from the beginning. It is and at this point, we have gotten to zero. We have gotten to the point of capitalism where it falls apart. When you get to the point where people don't feel like they're getting what they used to get or what they feel is fair, then that's when you get people rioting and tearing up.
Man, they would never feel like this. They would never feel like this damn thing is fair because guess what? People are greedy. That's what really. Let's keep it real. You want. Here's the thing. When it comes down to basically, if it ain't all yours, you don't care about it. If it ain't all yours, you don't care about it. For real talk, we care about more materialistic shit than we do our own fucking community, and this is fucking sad.
I know. Charge him $200. You know what? Let's make this a money game. Every time y'all cuss, I need y'all to hit my cash up for $5. Let's see if y'all really the bosses that y'all keep saying. Since you can't listen, then I need my cash up filled. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're going to take me down, fill my pockets. Can we do that? Can we put our money where our mouths is? Matter of fact, let's make it $100 every time you cuss.
I mean, because this is what I'm wondering, brother. What is his name? Black Wig? Black Wig. Let me ask you a question. What's your name? Black Wing. Okay. Listen.
I do apologize. I kind of stepped out. I do apologize.
Okay, no, let me ask you a question before you apologize, because an apology means nothing when a person continues to do it over and over again. Now, why is it that the only way that you can talk in the presence of Black women, why do you have to go so gutter? That's a question.
Respect the queens.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to curse because this is
real life. I want you to stop doing it. So we can't get respect from other cultures when our own. Come on, bro.
So it's an issue for me too, Black Wing. What I had to do for a long time was write on a piece of paper, "Don't cuss," even at the radio station. Do not cuss, and just put it right in front of me to remind myself. Yeah. So that's the best way.
Can I just say one thing?
I was just kind of basically.
Before D Shield's message is lost. What she trying to say is, as Black men, amongst the queens that we should be respecting as our mothers, our sisters, our aunts, our grandmothers, once you see them, you should automatically put something in your mind. Let me clear up this language. Let me do something proper, because this is proper women I'm around. Because that's what I think D Shields is saying.
I apologize. I'm not gonna lie. I'm apologize, but I'm going like this.
Does that also go with constantly cutting someone off? Can you show that kind of respect for certain queens? Because I was in the middle of speaking yet again.
I got a question for y'all before I gotta move this.
It's something about Black Wing that he's not doing it disrespectfully. It's just catching him, and I want to stop him now because I would like to have him on the show more. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta keep telling a person, but they'll get it. But I don't want it to be to the detriment of my page. That's why I keep trying to stop it. It's all respect, because I know you genuinely doing it. But she do got a point, because it is women up here, and you don't see us cussing. You know what I'm saying? Because we respect each other. So it does. Yeah, she is right. And I just took a dude off for that. But it's something about you that's saying that you're not disrespectful. It's just something that you do. Rob do it sometimes too, and he catches
quite a bit, because I worked in the jail. I was in the army.
It's just that,
just write yourself a note and just put it by the screen. It'll help.
I want to ask y'all one last question, because I got to spin off.
So
the last question is this. The last question is this. I want to ask y'all. I want to ask y'all one more question before I leave, because I got to move this fucking car real quick. So,
are you possible?
$100.
Is it possible? Listen, is it possible that if you have knowledge of something, let's just say you have knowledge on making money, a better way of living, whatever, and you have family members, and you do not show this to them or introduce this to them, never mind on what you think they're gonna do with the message that you give them and with the education that you give them, do you think that you are practicing being a crab in a barrel by not passing down the knowledge that you have?
Nope. Are you asking?
Do you think?
I think y'all missing what crab in the barrel mean. I think y'all missing it.
Thank you. We're not talking about
crab in the barrel is. That's when you intentionally do things to hurt or pull down or stop or destroy someone, which looks like you usually. You know what I'm saying? From getting to the top because you're not there. It's a level of jealousy. It's a level of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? It's a level of disregard that we see a lot in our community. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on, L. But can it also be viewed as, if you have a family member that needs help and you have the knowledge to give them that help, but you won't give them that knowledge, can that also be a form of crab in a barrel type stuff?
I think it's
what I'm trying to tell you is this. Let me
just say this. Let me just keep this off really quick, because I've been listening. Let me just say this. Let me understand.
I've been trying to tell.
It's not the same thing.
If it can be, but it also cannot be. it's a situational thing. If I know the type of person you are and what you're going to bring to the situation, I will not recommend you because I don't need you messing up my name. I work too hard to get it. You see? Mm-hmm. So I don't think of myself as being a crab in a barrel if I don't let you come to spaces that I'm in and make people feel uncomfortable. And let me get to one other thing. I think that answers for me. And I just want to say to Sister D, I don't disagree with you about I don't disagree with you about white creeps as much as black creeps. I don't like creeps. Mm-hmm. I don't care what kind of creep you are. You dig? I mean, it's one thing to be a freak and another thing to be a creep. And I don't care if you white, whatever color you are, you can come down as an alien as a creep. I still have no use for you.
Thank you. When you put yourself, we already know as black people, we need to be perceived better and do better. But when you put a 15-year-old in your lap and kiss her on the neck, that's weird. And that's what I'm going to judge you on. Especially when you posted it yourself on your channel. And that's why I come down on that creepy dude, because that's creepy behavior. If I see Rob doing that, I'm going to tell Rob. If I see LJ doing it, I'm going to tell LJ. If I see the white boy doing it, I'm going to do. I snitch on everybody.
Tell white Santa Claus that.
That's not what got him in trouble, though.
Tell white Santa Claus that every time you go to the mall, every Christmas Eve, go to the mall and see white Santa Claus with Becky on his lap.
That's creepy.
Tell that to basically dude to dress up like the Easter Bunny already mascot at damn music park.
He got a point.
You want me to get my mama? When I was a little kid, I ruined Christmas for everybody since kindergarten. I told all the kids that White Tea Man wasn't real. I stand behind it. Ben stand behind it. I used to whoop my Ken dolls, son. That's the game. Barbie used to knock him out. Want me to get my mama? She will vouch.
And okay, you know since then you was gonna be paying to get in places. You should have been knowing when you was beating security, when you was making security in your own imaginary club. You should have known I got to pay when I come back here. You can't beat up security.
Y'all, 1 minute. Okay, there's a lot of people in the back. If y'all don't have y'all screens on, I can't let y'all up here. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff happening in the comments. I need y'all to turn them screens on. You know what I'm saying? I need to see who behind these, because these names is crazy. I seen Diddy. I seen a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all gonna have to, I'm gonna need to see who's who. Oh, now y'all leaving. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yeah, because we're not gonna play with me. Not tonight. You know what I'm saying? Not tonight.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this off bat? That Diddy stuff is getting old. It is getting old.
Yeah, can I say one thing? I'm from Brooklyn.
I agree with what Rob said. I just want it to be clear and cut. I completely agree with what Rob said just now, because again, we have to acknowledge this is not an accident. This is not something and that's what I was trying to tell Wea. We have to separate we're gonna bring everybody along for the ride until until everything crashes. Because I tried to be that person several times before, because I'm not naturally a quote unquote crab in the barrel. Like I said at the beginning of our stream, we as Black people have heard this since our youth, to watch out for it and to not be a part of it if you were educated properly. But it's not to say it's non-existent. It's not to say your cousin Ty don't have no business getting that job application. I'm doing well right now. I am moving up, and Ty, if he came to me, he talked to me, and anybody, I always, even sometimes, Rob, to my own demise, I talk about my own experiences on here and give people ammo sometimes. Corsette was at a comedy show yesterday. I committed so much the other day. I feel like that's what happened to me. I got into character, I dressed the part, all that. But anyway, I say all that to say. Huh?
Do you do stand-up?
Yeah, stand-up, acting, improv. I keep telling you, I'm trying to send you my resume. I'm trying to pay, you got everybody acting for you, you got everybody writing for you. I can write for you. I got high fire too.
He
Shout
do
out to Diddy for
everything
that
but
skit.
respect black women who look out for him. Ain't that some
Shout out to Shout out to Diddy for that respect. Shout out to Corset again for supporting me. And I again apologize for anything she ever go through for supporting me, like I do in person, eye to eye with her every time she actually goes through it. But we won't get there. We won't get there. I will say this, and I will end with this, and I'll let somebody else take over. Hopefully, it's just because we haven't heard that silky smooth voice of him all night. But I will say this: people of color be able to distinguish, and this is why I keep on calling on the Most High. It's called discernment. It is a difference between saying, "Oh, I'm going to hold somebody down," and it's not just black people. That's why we have HR meetings about, "Oh, you can't cohort somebody with, oh yeah, you want to go on a date with me? Hey, I'm your supervisor. Hey, you really that's a tight skirt. Why don't you bend over today?" And then work vice versa with men. And again, I keep saying we have to acknowledge the trauma in both genders on the black side so we can unite. And like D Shield said, we can create a black privilege by holding each other on that standard. And it don't matter what else nobody else treat us like, because we holding each other to that standard. I've been in several rooms where I didn't have to have other black people acknowledge, yo, you ever hear me call you the N-word? Don't. Why would you let these white people ignore, like, play with you? You saying the word in front of them. So that's in their mind opening up a floodgate where maybe I can say it in the right circumstance if he thinks I'm cool enough. We got to close off the barbecue, the picnic, whatever you want to call it. We got to get
I've been
ourselves right.
saying that for the longest.
We got to get ourselves right.
This should be I'm telling you this right now. The cookout should be the black meeting, because here's the thing. The one thing the white supremacists is basically this: well organized. That's what they did. They got organization within organizations. This should be, we should either do it online or do it in person. The cookout should be the way that we handle business. If we got something going on in especially when it comes out to our elders, we should talk about it. Before we do the festivities, we need to address some things that's going on in our community. Because one thing in my community, I live in Oakland, California, and one thing that's going on in my community is the same thing that's going on in Hunts Point in Brooklyn. This is too to make up. There is a
Hunts Point is in the Bronx, bro.
There is a large dang human trafficking ring of young people of color going to something we call the Blade. Yeah. So I'm really going like this. This is becoming an issue. That's one thing we got to solve, because most of these girls are young enough to be my daughter. So I'm physically, this is a problem. And most of these girls are not only runaways, not only come from basically the adoption system, which has failed us completely, not only come from the foster care system, which has failed us completely, but also these girls are literally being kidnapped and doing this. This is becoming an issue. Another issue I say about the brothers. They think we're suspect number one. And that is becoming a major issue. Even though we got so many degrees, even though we are going to an interview, we could be suited up. They think we going to court.
Corset definitely think you going to court if you got a suit on. I've been there.
I want to ask y'all something though.
They asked me that on the stream. I tried to just nice one day. They said that I have court earlier that day. Rob was there. Rob was there that day. It hurt my feelings.
Oh no! Can I ask y'all something?
We did after that. We went to court today.
Okay, this is what I want to ask y'all, right? A lot of us, most of us, are well over 30, right? Like, are y'all surprised when they do that? I like when you profile, when the cops think you're public, and like, are y'all surprised? Are y'all like surprised at this?
I keep my everything. If I see the cops pull up, I'm already pulling up my wallet. My wallet's on the chain, so they can physically see it. I get my ID out, put it in my pocket, and I'll be going like, I'm ready for you. No, I take my ID out. I literally basically go like this. If you gonna stop me, I already got my ID and anything you probably need to identify me with. And I know the routine. I ain't got nothing to harm you. I ain't got nothing to basically put your life at risk. I have been pulled over and have pum-pums to my head from the Dublin Police Department. They thought I was a 5'9" Indian guy that robbed Chase Bank. I'm 5 foot. Like, I'm literally 5 foot. I'm short. How'd you get 5'9" from 5 foot?
I could tell. Oh, wow. I mean, I didn't mean no harm. No, I didn't mean no harm.
Hey, yo,
like he took a knee.
I always tell people.
Right?
I always tell people. I thank God that God was giving so many blessings the day I was born. Because I could be 5 foot.
Gosh, LJ, we see where you go.
I'm just you gotta add a little. He got a little deep just now. I keep trying to add a little comedic relief to this because it's a deep topic, and we all are very passionate about it. And Corset tries to add comedic relief.
I got a question.
And it never is.
How we get here from the topic we was on? I just want to know how we get here.
Crabs in the barrel.
I tried to bring us back with the crabs in the barrel earlier, but
yeah, because
I tried to keep bringing it. I
want to apologize to your audience. I'm sorry about raising my voice, but it really is a passion of mine.
No, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Protecting other
for Black women. We have got to protect Black women. We have got to hold Black women on pedestals because we are being hated on so many levels.
Yes,
like y'all have no idea how much they're trying to snatch from us. They snatched Kamala Harris just so they could pay. They really did that. They tried to slap all of us in one. Like, so y'all all we got.
Can I ask my sisters a question? Can I ask my sister a question? Don't you kind of find it annoying? They hate you, but they want to be you so bad. Lip injections, basic booty implants. Damn, they trying to be you, but they don't want you. I call it Black when it's convenient. I think I used to label this on people that basically are like us that don't want to be us. They only Black when it's convenient to them. I'm saying this for everybody that basically they want to the culture aspect of being Black, let alone a Black woman, but don't want want the consequences to come with being Black.
Can I piggyback off?
King, I see you stopping from cursing. I appreciate you, King. I see you do it twice. Give it up for that Black man. He did that.
Respect.
I respect that. I see him.
And can I just say this, Mr. Hines, enough respect to the legend. I'm going like this. Every time you see a girl with booty implants, don't you just want to beg and take a pen to see if it pops?
Ayo, no, you don't do that. No, you don't do that.
Can I answer your question?
No, we don't body shame on here. Nobody what the body is.
See people be like, I'm unbothered. I am unbothered by someone that wants to be like the beautiful women that we are. Like, no, it doesn't bother me at all. From Kim Kardashian down or up, like I'm bothered by that. That's hey, if they want to do lip injections because of us or whatever, I'm not going to give them that kind of energy sitting around upset. You know, like they want us to be jealous and upset and all that. They can't get that out of me.
I'm going to tell you when I'm upset, though. I'm upset when they do all this to look like us and then they call us cockroaches and say that the men don't want us because now they look like us and they are better than us. Yeah, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? When they all of a sudden become better than the prototype. You got what I'm saying?
But Evo,
and then when I hear some of our men say, "Oh, you know, I dated this girl and I dated that girl," but then when they come to talking about your sisters, you talk about your sisters like they dirt. Yeah. I got an issue with that. Yeah, I got an issue with that.
Like we're not really experiencing the same thing that they do, and they're mad when we have the balls to say something.
I am so glad y'all doing this. I'm so glad.
I would just like to say, I would just like to say,
gonna do this. I knew y'all was gonna do it. Don't interrupt them. No. Let them be crabs. Let them prove my point real quick. Go ahead. Because what y'all not realizing is this is a version of crab in the barrel. Even the host just asked me a question. They making us separate ourselves and making y'all think we have to pull each other down when all we have to do is simply forget that we are being taught to pull each other down and lift each other up.
I don't know what you heard, but I didn't say nothing. I wasn't even talking about us. I said we are the prototype. I wasn't talking about us.
You said there are black men.
Other cultures, I didn't want to have to put it in layman's term, but I said other people do all this stuff to look like us, but we are the prototype. And then they treat us bad or treat us like they are better than us. You get what I'm saying? Once they do that. And then they get love from a lot of our brothers. You get what I'm saying? Then it becomes where the black woman is not good enough because you got Becky over here with the big booty and the good hair. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
And Evo, what I said
can
was,
I just say on a personal
and what I said, Evo,
LJ,
was
is it
simply
okay to finish
this.
my statement? Is that ever
But Evo just said something to me. You always talk about when the host is speaking. The host spoke to me.
I was talking after Evo in the middle of speaking, and when does that disrespect stop?
Oh God, the crying. You're supposed to be a comedian. Unloosen your corset. Unloosen your corset. Maybe your dildo is too tucked up too high.
LJ.
The crash out is my favorite part.
I don't like grown man kids. You know that.
I would just like to say this from black women. I do think that basically God, I will say this again because, of course, I know what I'm about to say. I think God basically, when he made y'all, he broke the damn mold. Like, I'm just want to put that out there. And let me just say this. And if you got rolls and stretch marks, you are my woman. For real talk. I like a big girl. I like them chunky. I don't care. I'm addicted to a fupa, a thing called a fupa. I've been addicted for damn 39 years.
I've been there before. I've been too tall to be certain
careers before. Like that buried treasure.
I've been too tall.
I've been too tall. Rob, you knew they broke my heart. They said you couldn't be a pilot if you too tall. They said you couldn't be a pilot. You know how y'all dancing.
Let me say just like I'm gonna basically put it out. Just like every big girl, a big girl is natural. Point blank. Everything on a black sister is mostly natural, God given. No additive, no preservatives. All you gotta do is a little bit of cellulite. And
well, you say natural, you make me want to hit that E40.
Look the same way. That's why I don't be understand. Your mama had all of that, and now all of a sudden. You scared of it. I don't get that. I really don't. Your mama had a wig on, but you mad at all wigs. It start with your mama. You know what I'm saying? I always say that. A lot of dudes have issues with their mother, and then they bring it to other women. Instead of going to get that therapy. We had a therapy show, and everybody crashed out. Y'all remember that show?
Yeah, that was bad.
I really think
don't be a barrel in the crowd. Don't be a crabble in the barrel.
I really think basically men need to go to therapy. I really think us black men, we need to go to therapy because the number one unaliver of us is basically stress. We are stressed out. Heart condition. Here's the thing. I lost my father and my stepfather to a heart condition. So I'm literally going like this. We literally, here's the thing. We suffer from hypertension, high blood pressure, and stroke. For poor diet, lack of exercise, and therapy, and lack of therapy. We don't go to the doctor. Let's keep it real, black people. We do not go to the doctor. We believe in these home remedies. Baking soda and water don't fix everything.
Ginger ale, bro. You not
ginger ale don't fix everything. Big Mama's home remedies do not work. Big Mama had to do that during Jim Crow. If a doctor turns you down for medical care, he can be sued. He don't want that. He don't want that. He or she do not want that. That's why we got more OBGYNs. Let me say it for my sisters. We got more OBGYN black women than ever in history. We put it on the map. So I'm literally going like this. We need to go to see a therapist. We need to go see a nutritionist. We need to go see an actual primary doctor because this is an ongoing problem.
I'm going to see my black doctor tomorrow, but we hear you, brother.
Hey yo,
that's what I need. I need a black.
Shout out to the black sisters who took advantage of the fact that they want to separate us and make black families ununited. They want you to be getting these loans so you can tell this black man you're not as educated as me. This is crab in the barrel. Instead of saying, yeah, brother, I got my education. Let me put you on to this loan. You start looking at him like he's not worthy of your attention, and vice versa. Black men as well. Y'all know I always call out my brothers on this channel.
Now you know what that happens.
Yeah, I know. For whatever I do, I don't touch no swine, baby. I don't touch no swine.
Haven't y'all said that a woman that is independent and that has a good job and she's went to school, nobody wants her, she's masculine and aggressive? Didn't y'all say that?
No,
bump that. I got bills. Bump that. I bump that. If you get married, your income is one. I got bills. If me and her get married and she know that basically we living together and we got one bank account, because when you get married, you have something called a joint account. Guess what? Even if she's making more money than me, they're still coming to one roof.
Yeah, it's our money. But
it's our money.
Don't see it that way. Then now you're either competition. You get what I'm saying? Or you just the worst chick in the world. Like you want to be boss, you bossing him, you want to control stuff. And it don't have to be like that. It's supposed to be y'all putting your money together, ain't it?
Evo, that's the
Coach,
same thing I mentioned.
I gotta answer this comment with Coach. The only reason that 13% of white, 13% basically of the 13% basically marry YET men, and this is too stew to make up, because it's a status symbol. YET men and YET women are considered as a status symbol in this country, because if they come from a high-end society, they're not going to marry somebody that they consider as low class, like one of their own. Per point, but I've seen it too much on TikTok, and I've seen it today. They do not want to be associated with us, but they want to claim them as us. That don't make any sense. If you're literally basically marrying somebody not because of love, but for intentions of saying, I made it in life because I got a YET woman, Kanye.
Yo,
you are the problem.
But bro, this is what I am sitting here saying. It works both ways. For every Kanye, it's a Maya Angelou. It's a Serena Williams. It goes back and forth until we realize we're all in the barrel trying to hold each other back until we holding each other up and realize, like Corsette said, like Rob said, it's many celebrities, and that's what they both glazed over. I agree with them. A lot of these celebrities can get together and say, yo, we're going to form we get an island and do a freak-off party. We could get an island and we could start several institutes and we could start our own economy. We could start our own coin. We could make our own utopia, a real Black Wakanda, if we really brought ourselves and our resources together. But like I keep saying, it is a mentality. It's not simply calling it out. It's understanding it and knowing, like any other trauma, how to deal with it and how to cure it. Because like you said, bro, none of these doctors is getting no richer off of the cure. They getting richer off keeping you dependent on whatever they serving you. Like Rob always say, it's capitalism. They're not going to give you the cure, so they tell you, oh, here, go get you a Black woman and you find some understanding. No, they're going to say, yo, is divorce available? Is white women available with Black booties? Is Black women, is white women with Black lips? Is Spanish women? They're going to tell you all of that. And social media
I slightly disagree, because there are some
social media is there to show you all those options as well, and vice versa. Same way, social media is to show Black women. It's white dudes out there with the Travis Kelce haircut who like white black women. There's white dudes out there with the dreads, and they know Busta Rhymes lyrics and
I gotta draw a line right there. Any white dude that basically any white dude that's got dreadlocks, she looks like a broom. I swear to God.
He said,
I didn't hear what you said, bro.
Dreadlocks look like a broom.
I said this. Any white dudes, I'm willing to. When you wearing dreadlocks, do you realize you look like a mop? Look like a braided mop. Like I'm saying this, and your girl look like the broom. That's a shame. Like seriously, if you go to TikTok right now, the whole argument: can white women wear bra sprays? The answer will be no. You look like an AT&T connection. I'm sorry. It just looks so wrong.
Wow.
You from Oakland, and I be hearing good things about y'all when it come to y'all Blackisms, at least from E40. And I believe in your accent, but I do be seeing a lot of Black dudes from Cali who's the problem. Who y'all is the dudes who's from the NBA, from the NFL, who got the white wives,
So you
bro.
acting
I
like the
didn't say
black
all of
dudes from the
Cali.
country
I
ain't the
recognize
same way.
Oakland.
No,
I
you acting
recognize
like the basically
Oakland.
you saying from Cali, and you acting like the country folk ain't basically the exact same way. Because I
I
know a
say
lot of dudes are basically real black dudes is real
I'm from
comfortable
New
living in a
York.
trailer park.
I'm from New York. We marry black. We marry black around there.
Oh,
I know.
no,
Credit to you,
Keep
Rob.
people
Credit to you,
down the street on
Rob.
the
Credit
block
to
don't
you,
count.
Rob.
Keep
Credit to
people
you,
down the
Rob.
street on the block do not count.
Rob got a black queen and a pit bull. Credit to you, Rob.
Light
Credit
skin
to you,
Keisha,
Rob.
light skin Keisha do not freaking count. I'm sorry.
And Robin and that fire ain't touch Rob. My boy, no fire could ever touch my boy. He on fire. That's real fire. That's my man Rob right there.
I got something for y'all. There was some clips that the clip queen gave me that I want y'all to see because she be working hard getting them clips for us. So we're gonna play at least one.
I be trying not to give no other
Can
promo.
we see that comment again that says New York hat talk too much? Can we play that one again? It just scrolled by. Yeah.
It's a couple comments that we get. I be attacking the commenters who talk about you. Last time I attacked the comments who was talking about you, Evo told me not to do it. You be bigging them up. Who talk about me?
I was just hoping I could.
Friends, how many of us have them?
Go ahead, play it, Mom. Nothing here yet.
Ones we can depend on. Friends.
All right. So this is one clip she gave me about what y'all was talking about earlier. I just kind of let the conversation flow. And I don't know what he's saying, so let me put up my warnings.
You bringing up Dr. Umoy's? This man is so much of a crook.
Wait. I just want to play it. It was what y'all was talking about earlier. I hope this is the right one. I don't know what he gonna say, but we gonna listen to it together.
How do you know? I just hate the fact, Art, that we are so quick to cancel, dismiss, and humiliate our own, even without evidence, but we don't keep the same energy with white folks. Look at the cop. The cop who shot and killed Sonia Massey up in Illinois, he's about to get out on bail. He's about to get out on bail. We're not crashing out for that, though. We're not crashing out for that. Donald Trump didn't put a single black person on his presidential cabinet. We're not crashing out for that. The stuff that matter, black people are not crashing out for, but we will crash out in support of Jay-Z being found guilty before he ever had a day in court. And like I said, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on the side of justice. I believe in due process of the law. I believe everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And both Sean Combs and Sean Carter have reasserted their innocence. And until they've been proven guilty in the court of law before a jury of their peers with a preponderance of the evidence, I have no right to question them.
And I never agree with
Okay,
Umar.
so what y'all think about that?
There you go. That was good.
Y'all know. D Shields, y'all, you know, like I always say, I walk it. She said what she said. You here as a plant. That's why I try to tell you. I love Corset, but she's a plant. She's CIA sent. She's CIA sent. I just tried to agree with you, D Shields.
I heard you, LJ. Thank you.
You know when she tried to quiet you down earlier, I was one fighting for you.
The reason they crashing out on Diddy because guess what? Like I said, they want to asterisk to a black man's name.
Exactly. Diddy made black people vote. He affected the vote more than any other person in recent history. You can say whatever you want to say about Obama. Obama had that push from Diddy on 106 in Park every week. He had the campaign. I was the youth that he was talking to. I don't know if he was talking to all y'all. I don't know. Some people say they a little bit older. Some people say a little bit less blacker. I'm blackity black. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling you. From the people from Oakland, I'm sure my brother could agree, to the people in New York, all through the Midwest. Bro, like the sister D Shield said, we can never negate what Diddy did as far as making us aware. Diddy was campaigning for STDs. Go get tested. Go do this. Go do that. He was teaching black people the game. And for whatever you could say, he has employed several 100 black people and made several other black millionaires, whatever came from it. Because all I say is like the other brother we upset earlier. And like D Shield said in the combination, if you was part of the industry, it was these people who used to talk down to you like, you ain't willing to do what you, I ain't letting you come to this party and mess me up. You ain't about to, I'm saying it like, what do I do but keep mine tight? All I do is keep mine tight. I don't
But
want to
here's
let
what I
nobody,
can't get. Here's what I can't get.
people will
How,
gatekeep.
here's the thing. We just
Can I
found out
finish
about
real
Diddy.
quick? Can I finish real quick? Because everybody talk about
Can I
let
go
people
after
finish.
LJ?
You,
Uninterrupted? Would that be
you,
allowed?
you always
If he
interrupt
ever
me.
finishes?
You always
Go
interrupt
ahead,
me.
LJ. You
So
never stop.
I do stop. I even give a warning when I'm about to stop. That's what's called a good presentator. That's not what you is. But anyway, here we back to my point, people. Let me bring you back in. What I'm trying to say is these people who were so-called gatekeeping, they were being abused and they didn't realize what they were doing. And Rob, you said part of the industry for 30 something years. D Shield says she part of South by Southwest. I can name some credentials of myself. I'm sure everybody up here has had experience enough in the industry to know I went this way when I heard so many other stories about the people who were supposedly more successful than me that went that way, but now they messed up in the head. Orlando Bloom. One of me and my cousin went on an audition with Orlando Bloom when we was Orlando Brown, pardon me, not the white dude, the black guy. Orlando Brown. We on the black panel. We on the black panel. You know how many years I was jealous of Major Payne? He got to do comedy with the Waynes when he was a child. Any comedian would be I don't care what you want to say. Call it what you want to call it. He was in the Jamie Foxx show.
What's
He
that
was
got
in
to do with the
Martin.
Uber video?
This is what I'm saying is you would think somebody was holding something back from you till you see what his current state is, and you thank God nobody fondled me. No, I can't go on these panels and talk about, oh, somebody touched me because I was in these rooms. So again, it is about perspective. It is about if you want to believe you were taken from God's plan. And that's why I always advocate for up here. If we black people stop moving away from the Messiah's plan, you might not be ready for what you think you're ready for. But he is holding it back from you. It's not a crab in a barrel. That person, don't burn that bridge because you never know what that person can help you with later on. And that's all I'm saying, B. Stop tearing each other down on both sides. Hold each other up. Yo, that person made it. Cool. Let me work harder. That's why I said iron sharpen iron. If you are a real person, let alone being a real man. If you are a real black person, we realize that's what we got to do. We got to hold each other up and hold each other accountable. And that way, we become the standard of black excellence. What are we saying?
It's just basically being the fact I got to talk to my Bay Area brothers because here's the thing though. When it comes down to us being Hollywood, we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and that's the problem. If you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, you can't. The Dow Jones Network basically is worth almost trillions of dollars. We barely in the 100,000s. Let's keep it real, black people. We don't have that thing called generational wealth, but we can build it. We can build it up. But here's the thing: we have literally created the most iconic social medias. They need our seal of approval to do anything because we are pop culture. We should have capitalized off that. The internet, when they burned Tulsa, Oklahoma to the ground, we have something called the internet with 5G speed that a black woman created. Why we haven't used that tool? I'm literally going like this. There are black designers in this country. Today. I'm still not wondering why we still ain't rocking cross color to this day. We're trying to keep up with the Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Prada. Why?
Are you asking a question or are you just venting?
Both.
Well,
you see how the comments, see, Rob, thank you so much.
Can Rob finish?
He did finish. That's what you don't understand about the culture, how we conversate. You call it conversing on your side. We call it conversating over here.
Other than LJ. Is that okay?
I think that.
Sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to big you up, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you by bigging you up.
I think that one of the problems that we have to. Well, first of all, we got to learn to give each other grace. That's the first thing. When you see the responses from white supremacy and capitalism, instead of talking about the problem itself, start bringing something to the solution. And honestly, the thing to bring to the solution is that we support each other, first of all, like Evo selling candles. Get in there and get you a candle or what have you. But in addition to that, I'm saying you're not going to outrun a 400-year head start. There is no way that you are going to out-capitalize these capitalists. But what you can do instead, huh?
Some massages.
Well, okay,
that's crab in the barrel right there. What he doing? That was a perfect thing, a crab in the barrel. And I knew he was going to do it. Because every time they say something about something that I'm doing, he do that. I noticed that. We'll talk about it.
Ain't nobody worried about you, JT.
We'll talk about it.
It was a jokey joke.
That's crab in the barrel. That was a good example. Thank you, Rob. That was a good example.
The biggest problem with the whole idea of a crab being in the barrel is that that's not their natural habitat. So most of them people are responding out of survival mode. And so much of Black culture is based in survival mode. So instead of being mad about the oppressor, we find reasons to talk crap about each other. And I don't think that's productive. I think that it's better to decide, okay, this is what our problem is. This is where our energy should be. We should be making strategies to beat it instead of spending too much our time being critical about each other. You're never gonna beat them in that 400 years. That's why the Dow Jones. That's why you can sell Gucci. That's why you can sell Gucci and Fendi and all that other stuff for what you can sell it for. Because we've never had a chance to get in the game. Like we can say we're in the game, but you're really not. I bet you. Let me just say this real quick. Let me just point this out real quick for those of you, because some of us got little stores online that we import stuff ourselves from China and resell it. Now they finna stop TikTok. They want you to go back to work for them. There is too many of us making babies. There is too many of us dominating spaces that we ain't supposed to dominate because we were never allowed in them. So the second you get there, then as soon as you do what it takes, because let me just tell y'all the God's honest truth, in order to get higher in capitalism, you got to do more awful things. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to do stuff that's going to make you look bad to the rest of the community. So the question is, since we already know that we're going to burn oil, since we already know that the sun is getting hotter, or since we already know that everything around us is falling apart, the question is, what do you do with the funds once you have them? And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying collectively, we have to start organizing different and investing different.
I still say this to Mr. Hines, because I'm always going to give you respect, bro. You're a legend in this game, and I'm always going to give you that respect. The thing is, though, one thing that basically that we need to start with is education. We need to stop basically leveling ourselves just to high school alone. A bachelor degree should be a must. Like I said about healthcare, the number one killer of basically Black people is hypertension and high blood pressure. So I'm literally going like this: getting your health straight, getting your mental health straight is a issue that basically we need to solve. When it come down to trade and import and export, we should be the largest trader in history. We have the thing called music. We created entertainment and pop culture. Why we haven't capitalized on it?
Because we already had the leaders.
Yeah. Hold on, bro.
We are the majority. Y'all know that, right?
We are the majority, but we also basically are the majority in music. But the thing is, though, we're not capitalizing off the product that we have put out.
Can't do it. You know why we can't do it?
We're the majority in everything. There's more of us than there is of them, and it's been proven 1,000,000 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
this
I will say this: what has been proven
because hold on, LJ, hold on 1 minute. This is what I'm saying. This is another reason why I did this show, because somebody gave me some facts that said, if you look at the percentage of us to them, they're like 7%. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about globally.
What do you mean?
Of the whole 100.
Now, of the country or of the planet?
Now that's the thing.
Globally.
I don't know. So
everybody get to talk, but
to y'all to research. I need y'all to research, and I'm gonna give y'all some homework. I need y'all to research and see the majority of us or the minority of us to them, and y'all know who them is. I want to know that because when. Actually, it was on a program. Then somebody else came and said that to me. Now, I've already known that I've been on the we are the majority. I knew that. If our money stops, everything stops. If we start spending like we spend, everything stops. You get what I'm saying? So that's what made me say, okay, this crap in the barrel thing.
What I'll say is this.
Yo, can I finish talking? I swear I know I'm talking.
Yo.
You know I'm talking. Let me just finish
cut off,
something.
Yeah.
Is that like a disorder you got or something?
It cut off, yo. Is that a Wi-Fi problem that you got? Yours went black, yo.
Are you crazy or not?
Yours went black.
Oh, God.
Your connection went black. On my side, everybody else was going.
Y'all can pay to mute somebody up. So remember, everybody who's watching and enjoying the show, you can pay to mute people up.
Cause and let me tell you something. I'm gonna say something about that, right? Every time I go to look back at this show, he's used to doing that. Cause that's what him and we up, and that's what they do. But we gotta stop this now. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't even clip up these shows, and I rarely say anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm trying to make a point, getting you guys to look at a clip, you know what I'm saying? Or changing a fact that might be wrong that I could prove to you. I rarely say anything. So damn, when I talk, can I at least say something? Like damn, it's only gonna take a few minutes. Like that's it. You've been talking the whole show. Give me that. I don't mind you talking. But damn, is it the lack of respect for a black woman? Because I'm starting to think that's what it is. I'm gonna be honest, because I've watched a lot of these shows, and I notice every time I go to speak, it's a problem.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because something wrong. Let me tell you something. Y'all look back at some of them shows and see what I'm talking about. I just want to know at this point now, I'm gonna have to ask, like, yo, because I was trying to make a point, but I swear to God, I forgot it because I can't get interrupted.
I remember
it's because we are a male dominant society. That's the reason why.
What you were saying I remember where you were, and I like where you were. Something I worry about when it comes to, because when you go online to look it up, it says that we're only 13% of the population, right?
That's in America.
But I worry it's a lie because a lot of us don't get included in those surveys and those documents. And so it's not even documented accurately. So I don't, the digital numbers are not accurate in my opinion.
They still think we do 50% of the violent crime in this country. That's what they think. I want to ask everybody in this room, how can 13% of black people, which is the whole majority, do 50% of the crime? This don't make no sense. So we just gang banging on bacon or something? We just wake up in the morning and say, I got a cap on somebody? What the hell?
Gang banging on bacon.
And let me tell you something. When it was brought to me on one of these channels I was watching, and somebody else said it. I knew what they were talking about. I just can't remember the channel. If I could find a clip, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. And I was like, I always thought we were the majority, but a topic like this, crab in the barrel, and we could fix this and find a solution. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest. Soon, all we got is us. I don't know if y'all know that. But soon all we got is us. If we can't respect each other and get it together, we are doomed. You know what I'm saying? We are doomed. It's going to be the easiest thing to get us up off this planet, make us back into slaves, all that. You know what I'm saying? We can't even stick together. I was just trying to maybe figure out why some of this stuff happens, but I'm starting to notice even the definition. As I'm giving the definition, I keep giving the definition. We keep veering off into other stuff, almost like we're trying to avoid the topic, which happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? But that's when it comes to my job to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talked about Puffy and Jay-Z and all that. That was kind of the biggest prime examples of this crab in the barrel type stuff. Look at Prince. Look at Michael Jackson. There's still no evidence that Michael Jackson was laying up with little boys.
Can I say something about Michael Jackson? Can I just say something about Michael Jackson?
Let's let Corsa. She's been trying to get in here for quite a while.
I'm sorry, Queen.
Let's let Evo finish, and then I'm gonna go after Evo.
Okay, I just want to say, look at some of those stories. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Prince, Bill Cosby.
What did they say about Michael Jordan?
Oh, Michael Jordan. What? Let me tell y'all something.
He has a gambling addiction.
The sneakers and watching him throw up the games. You know what I'm saying? He was getting blackmailed. His father was on the lives. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they came for
but they couldn't get Mike. They couldn't get him.
The leader of the prison. They also the leader of the prison industrial complex. Supposedly, he was one of the first to invest in making prisons for profit. So I don't know if that's true personally, but that was one.
That is true.
They say the same thing about.
That is true.
They said the exact same thing about the first slave. The slave owner, the first slave owner was black, and everybody knows he has an English first and last name. How does that work?
Okay,
so
because the royalty in England was black first. If you know history.
Yeah, that's the Jordan one. Which is ironic that you would steal shoes just to end up. You would steal Michael's shoes just to end up in prison working for him for free. I think that's the most hilarious part of that one.
It's not hilarious. It's what that's the deal that he cut.
But I just wanted to comment on the video that happened that long ago.
Yeah.
He's complaining about why the conqueror did what the conqueror does. We're not surprised. Like, why are we going to crash out? The only reason for Dr. Umar to be mad that Trump did what Trump did was because he voted for him. Because that's what he does. So why would we be crashing out and be shocked that a criminal pervert weirdo who never liked black people, so much so that the federal government had to check him and his daddy twice, would not put black people in his cabinet?
Hold up.
His only black friend was on they did a Trump documentary, and his only black friend was his driver, and the driver bragged about being allowed into the house this one time and offered dessert. That was on Netflix.
Mike Tyson.
Did you drive his Daisy, man? That man was no. Rewind that. He did a driving Miss Daisy.
Put my dick on the table. How many times I be trying to be respectful, but you bitch ass keep being. And then I don't. Then I'm the problem, right?
No cussing.
Oh, my bad. That's the problem, right? When I get to acting soft like y'all and crashing out, look how she acted. Can I finish? Is that okay with you, gentlemen? Or do I need to pull it out and bend you over like Diddy and you still show him respect and beg for that dude's scraps in the yard? Can I
ask y'all something? Y'all know that the biggest and best way to shame a black man is to call him a pedophile, to say that he's gay. And you notice that it happens a lot, that it's starting to happen a lot. It's the quickest way to take a black man's career, you know what I'm saying, to take his life, to put him in jail. You notice they using the same game plan on every black man of excellence. Every black man that is kind of on their level. Do y'all notice that? And do y'all notice how we help when we carry the rumors and the nonsense? You get what I'm saying?
Well, it's
that's a fact. It's a fact.
Evo. In a video.
Can I? Yo, can I just say this? Corset, you just said something. Corset, you just said something. Corset, let me just say this.
I still don't get to finish.
Corset, you just said something.
When these brothers are in a video where there's a little white boy on his knees in front of another brother, and you smiling in the background, when they catch you on video.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw that video.
Okay.
Viva. It didn't look like what they were saying. We didn't even know that boy was on his knees. Tell you the truth, we just saw him that way. And he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I don't know. It looked real funny to me. It didn't look like he was in front of nobody.
Can I
say this real quick? Let me say this real quick, L. Let me just say this real fast, brother. Please, let me just say this. I'm trying to get this out. So about the thing, here's the thing that's very hypocritical about people that I don't understand, right? So when people talk about these celebrities and what they invest their money in, right? oh, Michael Jordan, he invested in this, apparently, or allegedly he invested in jail zone and all that. Everybody has invested their money in the wrong way in hopes of getting some type of return. Don't tell me the average person, most people have given money to someone who was probably going to flip it illegally just so they could get their money back. So just because a celebrity do it on a more higher level, it's shamed on. Everyone knows someone who tried to do something and scam something for them for the better of their own selfish needs. So let's just rule that out. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure everyone has done it at some point in their life. You've given your boyfriend a couple of dollars to flip on some work, even though you know the work is destroying the family, but you gave it to him so he can do what he do and bring you back your bread. So let's just rule that out. All right? And what I'm trying to say is this. Whatever narrative they trying to do, there is definitely a formula, and they know that the formula work because the people allow it to work. They know that the people will eat it up and they throw it out there, and people help with the narrative. They push. Yo, people running around saying no Diddy. It's to the point where they got a slang for it. They made a whole slang for it. No Diddy, the diddler. Who? Black people did that.
And no. Was it black women or was it black men? Who did that?
Yo, what? And this is what I'm talking about. And this is why y'all don't want me to talk. Because every time I talk, I point out that y'all, this is crab in the barrel mentality. How many times somebody I say, Corset, keep on talking?
Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so far in the comments. I'm so because I've been talking. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Dora the Horror. I'm so glad you back. And look, support black businesses. Thank you for that super chat. I so appreciate you. Y'all know what I do when people get a super chat. These the evolutionaries, and that's a great message. Support black businesses. Buy a super chat. Buy a membership. Buy a candle from UniqStarEnt.com. You know what I'm saying? Let me give it up for Dora the Horror. Here we go, y'all.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent. Can we delay the bill? Ain't got enough to pay the rent. Can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe. I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way. A Cadillac DeVille.
I'm gonna play that whole song for y'all one day. I love that song. Thank you, Dora. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was love. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're doing great. If we stop being homophobic, they can't use that against you. If we stop hating on other people's lifestyles, you can't get offended, and the world won't turn on you.
Evo, what were you saying?
Something that is natural.
What was the host saying?
Do it. Different animals in the animal kingdom perform homosexual acts on one another.
I always wondered that. How you can basically, I asked the people that are straight this question: how does a person be a gay or trans affects you?
It should
Why
not
are you asking that?
It should not break anyone's career.
If you hold on.
It shouldn't bother anyone because
if it don't bother you, why did you come up with the question to come up with people?
Because here's the problem with it. Here's the thing. I live in the LGBTQA part of Oakland, right? I live in Jackson Street in Oakland. And guess what? Most of my neighbors are part of that community. And I literally go like this. If you can't close your door and mind your own business, you hating on somebody that found love within the same gender as that person. Guess what? Close your door and change the dang channel. Come on, are you freaking kidding me? Because it ain't affect you. It ain't taking food out your stomach. It ain't taking blood out your veins. It ain't taking air out your lungs. It ain't taking water out your glass. It's literally basically saying this: they found love. Why can't you?
Ooh. Yeah, and let me, he right. I don't understand the people that have a problem with this community. You get what I'm saying? Why are we worried about who people lay down with? Like we not
Well,
paying
there is an
nobody's
answer.
bills.
Do you know
I
where?
think a lot of these brothers in the closet. That's why they have
That's
such a
where it can, there you go.
Fetishization or fear. That's what it is. It's a phobia. Transphobia and transphobia and homophobia are
It's a
phobias.
lot.
Just like
the same
something
thing?
back in the day.
It's
Here's the thing,
love.
Mr. Hines. I'm gonna ask this question. Wasn't it something back in the day when you was basically growing up in your era was something called Negrophobia?
Well, shoot, everywhere I worked, it was there. I would go to towns where there wasn't no other black people. They knew I was there when I went to the gas station. You must be at the Wild Horse because there ain't no other black people in this whole town. You know what I'm saying? So there is that, but I'm saying I think the sister D was about to say something, and I wanted to hear what it was.
Yeah, Queen.
Oh, I was agreeing with Corset, and then I was saying what Evo was saying, that most of the time, sadly, it's a culture that was never checked. Like, we as a culture didn't check the disrespect of the LGBTQ community, and we didn't do it in the beginning, and we didn't stand up for individuals that we know very well. Each one of us almost have it in our family, and so because we allowed them to be bullied, then everyone, it just became some type of a norm, and so it's always, my father is, I'm the daughter of a East Texas cowboy. Okay. So he always said, a man that's real loud about somebody else's preferences, he's got something to hide. So getting all loud and no Diddy and all that, and I'm looking at you like, what are you trying to hide?
I say,
everyone should put meat in their mouth. Delicious.
I say pause. I say, ayo. Listen, it's for the ancestors that I say ayo. It's for the ancestors that I say pause. Is y'all crazy? Listen, and I don't care how ignorant this is about this sound.
Let me ask you something before you say that.
Here we go.
You think our ancestors, you think our ancestors was doing that too?
Yeah.
Didn't like Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
So this ain't new, right?
Yeah.
Ain't
we ain't rock with it. We ain't rock with it.
So why are people?
But my thing, can I get to my point?
Yeah.
Because black people. Black people.
Yeah, he don't like when people cut him off. They do the same thing. He don't like that.
Are we hurt?
Yeah, feelings.
Y'all be trying to bring
feelings.
Once they go back to the 70s.
Y'all are so
I'm on your side almost all the time. I just don't think that we communicate the same way. More times
we definitely don't. A grown man asks you about sodomy that would never ask me about. He brought you the question about sodomy. He did not bring me the question about sodomy, Rob. We are very different. We are not the same. He did not ask me about nobody fondling me. He did not ask me that. He asked you. We are clearly different.
We can't say a thing. He got a beautiful wife. There's nothing that we can say
hold
about
up.
Rob.
Hold up.
Rob is living the dream.
Was this conversation? I'm kind of confused.
You wish you had a wife, Evo? We gonna get you a wife, Evo.
Whatever.
We gonna get you a wife and a pit bull.
Whatever.
I'm kind of confused.
It's wife and pit bulls all around Brooklyn waiting for you.
I can't hear.
As long as you admit it, they waiting for you.
How are we talking about Diddy and we supposed to be talking about crabs in the barrel? How did we get to Diddy?
You don't know what people put.
I'm trying to bring it back to that, bro, and they're not letting me talk because this is the crab in the barrel mentality. Unless you have a feminine approach to it, they do not want to hear what we want to say, and they don't want to hear that's a form of crab in the barrelism as well.
No, but he asked how did Diddy get in it, and I'm answering that. Evo made a point about how maybe Evo, because somebody said Jay-Z and Diddy got to that point where they were, hey, I'm up here and no one else can be up here, and I think that's how we got to that.
But D Shields, prior to that, I addressed that before there was a Jay-Z, before there was a Diddy, there has always been, even if you want to acknowledge the slave trade, whatever you want to call it as, if you want to say is tri-continental, if you want to say is multi-continental, if you want to say white people brought black people everywhere, you don't want to believe that black people were navigating the tides
way before white people ever came along, and they were in America, they was in Japan, they was in different parts of the world way before anybody was quote unquote slaves and transported anywhere. If we going towards that, we have
no
to.
slavery talk, please.
Yeah,
I be trying, bro. I be
there.
trying to get them away from that, bro. You know that.
We didn't go there.
You know I try to
You
get us away
understand?
from that, bro. They only believe that black people was brought here by other people. So that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna go by that rhetoric, we have to understand, yo, y'all are talking about a people that have been marginalized, have been hurt, and have been able to escape all these things. Y'all are talking about y'all are a part of damnating these black people, but when you add to the rhetoric of them being guilty by any association, like Evo said, like D Shield said, a couple people on here said it. Yo, these people did what they could do, and they did what they had to do in the moment. We, as black people, you know why they're afraid to, you know why they're so afraid to say no? Because they think black people is not going to hold them down, like we're not doing right now. And we keep pointing the finger at other people, but we doing the same. We have to hold them up as well. And I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying, and I'm not saying that we should champion demonizing bad behavior. But like I said, we have to recognize where the behavior come from if we're going to cure it. Diddy, Jay-Z, all these people, we can name all these things that they put. But at the end of the day,
ignorant thing you was gonna say at first. You didn't say it yet. You got sidetracked. What was the ignorant thing you were going to say?
The ignorant thing I was going to say is this. Simply, and I was gonna end with that, Rob. If you, it's called a buildup. You from that era. You from that era, Rob. You know what a buildup is, baby boy. You know that.
Take it too long. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh my goodness! You only got enough air in your corset for how much? For how much message? You ain't even talking right now. Why you only got enough air in your corset for my message?
Most of us got ADHD, bro.
You wear a corset and a blonde wig. We are not talking about black problems to you. I'm talking about black nationalism.
I literally stand up for black women at the comedy club when y'all told me not to.
You was not standing up for black women. You was starting problems.
When I asked her why we're not welcome, sir.
You are interrupting me as usual because you don't have a long enough attention span. You can't pay attention to a black man talking.
Look, wait, I just seen something. Shout out to Key Success. Thank you so much. I'm behind in the comments, but I always get to it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And y'all know we do it this time when we get the super chat. I love playing this video. I love y'all so much.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Now, thank you so much. You appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Y'all, do the same. Get them super chats. You know what I'm saying? And show some support for the stream. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I gotta ask a question. Mr. Hines. Mr. Hines, can I ask the question real quick?
Yes, sir.
When you talking about black capitalism, why we didn't? And I'm saying this: why we didn't invest in basically why we didn't invest in cannabis?
Yo,
because they didn't allow it.
Rob, can I conjoin that with another question before you answer? Before you answer,
right? This is perfect for this.
Before you answer, I want to conjoin this. Before we ever invested,
he was asked, bro.
It's called a conjoined question. You from Panama? This is English. This is English. It's English.
So I don't understand that he asked another man a
conjoined. He acknowledged. He stopped and he said, "LJ, eye to eye." He said, "Go." Because he knew he was ready to answer. He's a black man. He's a black man with an elaborate vocabulary, and he can answer a conjoined question. Rob, right or wrong? You got your wife behind you. You don't need another one.
Answer that question yet? Can you answer it, please? So we can.
I want to ask the question so he can answer both.
Go ahead.
When have we invested in our own army to protect our investments in the black women that we are always on here talking about protecting.
There were times when we did invest into our own armies. There were times where we did protect our communities a little better than we do now. But they changed gun laws. They slowly but surely find a way to eliminate you from your spot. But the question that he was asking, I don't know about every other state because I don't know if you know, but I also deal in the refreshment myself. I enjoy it greatly. I have so much damage that I do need to get a puff every now and again. And what I found out when I tried to invest in it, when I tried to get involved, I found out that they have boxed us out for the first 2 or 3 years. They always need that head start. So in the state of Illinois, which was where I was trying to do it at, not only was it cost prohibitive, because if you want to have a dispensary, you got to pay $1.5 million, and then you got to pay a lawyer to fill out the paperwork because it's that complicated. And then after all that, you got to prove that you have enough capitalization to keep the joint open, right?
To sustain it for at least 5 to 8 years. You have to
the reason I asked that question though, we're looking at the black people. We're looking at now a $7.8 billion business. 7.8 billion. It was at 2.5 when Trump was president in 2016. Well, now it's a $7.8 billion business.
Right, but this is a business that black women are in, and I just want to come in for a minute. So I work in Texas and I work in Colorado. And if you're not familiar with the fact that in Denver, Colorado, there is an African-American woman, one of us, who was one of the first black dispensaries in Denver. She was prior military. She saw that the military wasn't allowing legal dispensaries in Colorado Springs. So she went to Denver. She is very successful. I have been to her dispensary. It is set up very nice. And her husband is a chef who cooks at a restaurant where they cook with THC. So we are there. And shout out to Charlemagne, the guy who has his dispensary in Jersey. Shout out to the brothers in Boston.
Shout out to Cookies.
Shout out to the brothers in Boston who own their dispensaries. And shout out to the other brothers opening up dispensaries in Dallas and the Carolinas.
That's a fact.
And shout out to the brother LJ. Shout out to the brother LJ who's looking for investors.
The thing that gets me upset,
in Vegas.
The thing that
hold on real quick, bro. Let me just say this. Yo, can I finish a thought?
Go ahead, Al.
And then
you're the only one allowed to.
Yeah, it seems like that. It really does. You got to talk after everyone.
Rob, did you not address me? Did you not address my question?
Look,
we have my question.
I think that I did.
Yeah, you have to own your question. Let me speak first.
Hold on. In proper fashion, Rob addressed my question and he addressed Darkwing question. Darkwing got a chance to get a rebuttal. Why don't L get a chance to get a rebuttal after he addressed me? That's Robert rule of. How am I going to explain this?
Please validate him.
Big Rob, I know you. I know you. Come on.
Tell me
my thing with this, yes, at certain times we have tried to form militia and certain things that have come to be found out that was funded by white entities that were Black Army. If we do not protect ourselves with our own form of military, none of these things that we speak about on here will ever come to fruition because they will always come and take it, like the Tulsas, like the Black Wall Streets, like the Floridas, like the Atlantas. These are not isolated incidences. These are things that's going on even to this day. The Nipsey hustles that you start investing in your community, you start building up too much wealth, and they will either kill you or unalive you, pardon me, in one way or another. And this is why when we was on another stream talking about Marcus Garvey and Corset talked about places he lived, it's once he created a foundational Black America, and it still goes on to this day. I am what people will call a foundational Black American, and I give you my membership number and all that. I am a Prince Hall Mason. I am a noble. I am a 32nd degree Mason. And I am telling y'all,
Denying
I
your
seen
roots
a
don't
couple
make you
people in the
check your
comments.
roots.
I seen a couple people in the comments asking if I do the community work that I talk
You
about
just
doing
did.
up here. I
I
am
just
bringing that all up to say it is not just me. It's multitude of people who do this research. They find out how they can be of help, and they don't add on to the negativity. They add on to the positivity, and they don't do it just with words, but with actions. Do your research and find the proper places to take you and your people because we out here for real.
All right, so that's
A
big
black
facts.
army,
That's big
yo,
facts.
if we don't protect ourselves, our women gonna always get kidnapped. All these things that people was talking about on here, and I'm talking about the commenters. Do y'all not realize this is why it
I
happens?
know you didn't stop and then start again. Like, are you crazy? What was we doing? Because you know
Yeah,
the funny thing was, what all that stuff you said, my phone picked it up. I don't know why my phone just did a whole thing. I didn't even know it was
Because it's
doing that.
real. Because
Yeah,
it's that's
nah.
that because they
Let
afraid of
me
the
know.
black
Evo is
Messiah.
You
speaking,
Because
man.
guys,
they
Let him
afraid of
so
the
here we
black
go.
go.
Messiah. They
I'm
yo, I
afraid
gonna
of
want
have
the
to
to get
say
out
this.
Hey,
too.
activists.
I
I'm
want to
gonna
say this. The thing that I don't understand about my people, and the thing that frustrates me with my people is, we talk about helping the community and doing this for the community, and not realizing you can't do nothing for the community if your homes are in shambles, son. You can't go outside of your home
who's
and
this
try to
person?
build a community and home is in pieces,
I'm
bro.
the person.
What I'm
Join us.
trying to say is what I'm trying to say is
Join us on
this.
YouTube. Oh, shit.
Before you
that's something
bef-
else to
bef-
stop us from progress.
before
Is it?
before you can
It sound like it.
before you can address the community, you have to address home issues within your family, not out. I'm talking about between the mother, the father, the
Why?
daughter, the son,
So
between
we are.
husband and wife. You have to listen. Wait, L, come on, L. You have to fix that first. Before you could try to fix anything else, you have to fix that first. Family has to be important, son. Loyalty amongst family, love, respect, integrity, the importance of building with your family. I'm not talking about your immediate family. I'm talking about with your whole family, your family down south, your family in Jersey, because we got cousins that we don't speak to because they live there and you live there, or they think you live better than them and they think you this. And there's families who really don't talk to each other, but will cry when the funeral hit, but will meet up when the funeral hits. We have to stop waiting for those times and really start connecting with each other and building with each other before you can even step outside and try to even get a community together. You don't even have a community within your family. People have problems when a family member dies. What they doing? Trying to collect money from each other to bury a family member. But mind you, y'all wasn't even talking. Y'all not even
That's
set up in a way where y'all can hold it down within the family structure. So focus on the family structure first, and then everything else will follow through because your kids will pick up the habits, and their
we are.
kids will pick up the habits, and
You
that's how it go.
bugging.
I respect that, but sometimes
No,
people
that's
that warrant your
individualism.
family can be your family. Sometimes your family is the worst people for you. So it depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your family are the snakes that you need to get away from. You know what I'm saying? They can be some of the worst people in your life. So sometimes whoever you make your family, that's kind of who you got to rally
All right,
around. The
all right,
people you
Evo.
know
Well,
ain't
when
gonna
Yeah.
you,
bother you.
So
well,
But what you
Evo, when you
saying is
come,
so
right. It's
Evo,
right.
when you
just
when you come across those people, you know how to deal with them. You know the arm distance you want to keep them. I'm talking about the people that really want that change. I'm not saying you got to do it for everybody, but for the ones who want to make that change, reach out to those people, son.
we are.
Reach out to those people right now. You know what I'm saying?
Me
And
and
start
Rob.
talking.
Bro, me and Rob was trying to talk about that earlier, and that's why he probably got his hand up because we was talking about discernment earlier, bro. We are not talking about the people who you know don't mean no good. But at the end of the day, if somebody shows you wholeheartedly, you got every like you talk
Yeah.
about giving somebody you giving somebody a little bit of bread. You might not even give somebody that bread, bro. You might say, yo, I'm doing what I need to do. So I got a job, I got a position. I know we hiring right now. My cousin just came home. I know he had a conversation with me, and he said he trying to get his life together. That's not the same thing as your cousin who you know is in the street, or your man who you know do not want to do no
Oh, leave,
good.
leave
We're
them where they
talking
at.
about, we're
Leave
talking
those
about,
men where they at.
bro, exactly. We talking about what we're talking about right now is not holding yourself back from finding a random person who looks like you,
That's
who's
a fact.
you see them on a train, and I'm just giving New York. I could talk about New
Yeah.
Orleans.
And
I could talk
look,
about
hold on, yo,
L.A.
L, and you
They
got
You
just
can
family
talk about the
members.
Bay Area too. We
Yo,
do that at the
L,
same
yo,
Bay
time.
L. Listen,
Area.
here's the
They
crazy
drumming
part.
on the,
Here's
but
the
you
crazy
give
part
them
about
the
it.
leg up, bro. We talking about giving black
Here's the
privilege
crazy part
going
about it. Here's the
forward.
crazy part about
Guys,
it.
I'm about to get out. I'm about to get out. Before you get, before
Go
you,
ahead,
I just want to make this one
Rob. Go
point
ahead, Rob.
because
Go
I'm
ahead,
looking
Rob.
in the comments and this person, Spinell and somebody else, J Dub is like, this guy has no clue, a black army. So here's the problem with your thoughts, sir, is that the regular army don't always protect us. Is that the regular police don't always protect us. So you can call it what you want to call it, but we do need to get armed and we do need to be prepared, because if we do not, we can't, you can only own something that you can protect. And paper is not the only way to protect it. We do need to be out here in these gun ranges. We do need to figure out how to add value to anything that we have without not within, without other people getting involved. Like, we do need to get skills to be able to repair our own things. We do need to figure out how we add value to our own particular capitalism, and part of that is being able to protect yourself. That's why it's so many sisters missing. That's why it's so many problems in our communities. But I got to get out. My wife is ready to get my full attention, and I do need to.
Yeah, I got a roll too. My girl just
You
came
see
in as
that right
well.
there, Rob?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Thank you, Queen.
I love
That's a
you.
fact.
I
That's a
love
fact. We love
you.
black love. So what
We
I'm saying
definitely
is,
love black
it's
love.
even, yo, it's
But
even
thank
as
you for
simple.
finishing on that thought, because again, if we bring up so many examples of black people not being able to protect themselves. And Evo, we done had conversations offline about certain trainings that you know that I've done outside of, oh yeah, I got somebody who pointed me in this direction. It's out of the love of, yo, one day it might go down, and I got black women, not black men, who need protection. It's black women out here who need protection. I got, again, check my
I'm probably going
credentials,
to just
people.
But L, listen, L, but listen,
You
this
go
is
to
the
Just
thing.
House.
But see, there's
I'm
type
going
of
to Just
people.
House too.
Look,
You know
there's
what I'm
type
saying?
of, listen, there's certain
Cause
I
that's
see you
lying.
now,
listen,
Charlie.
there's
It was
certain types
glitching.
of
Here you
people.
go.
Listen, there's certain types of people out
Hi.
there.
Welcome.
There's certain types of people out there where you don't even have to say that. They already know. Your job is not to encourage people. Your job is to communicate with the people who understand. That's the
Nah,
problem.
bro.
And all
I
listen, in
can't
all
agree with
listen,
you.
in all reality, people gonna ignore what it is. And there is some
Bro,
people who is going to understand and act accordingly. Your
we
job
are.
is to pay attention to the people who understands and
We
acts
are.
He
accordingly,
right.
sir.
He right.
We are.
And
Bro.
he
Hold
might
on
be.
before I say
He make
something.
sense.
I promise you, Corsair, is gonna be very short.
Yes, because we haven't heard you speak for
I'm
45
gonna
minutes.
tell you, we up. Same way I just told Rob, bro. I love you, but that is a part of the crab in the barrel mentality. You only want to push up your own without realizing we all of the same tribe. We all here, and
That's
Yeah,
we
but
not
all
if you
part
that.
of the
don't want to
same
No,
learn,
that's
but if
not.
you
family.
don't want to learn, listen, L, if
That's
you
not
don't want
crab
to
in a
learn,
barrel.
L,
That
if you
that you
don't,
can't
if
force
you
a
don't want
person
to
to
learn,
want to
you
come
cannot
and
force
join what
someone.
you're doing
Exactly.
Yo,
to affect the community. You
I
can't
just
force
said,
anybody. So
but
you got to leave
Evo.
people behind.
Evo, I said it's discernment, but Evo, you even said out your
Come
own
in.
mouth, blood don't make you family. You could see somebody
Right.
who's really trying, and they could become family. I'm saying the mentality can't be, yo, it's just me in my household, because you'll miss the
That's
person
not what he
who's,
said, though. That's not what he
but
I'm
said.
you
not what I'm
will
saying.
miss the person who's looking for a mentor, looking for the help, and you will end up turning into Diddy because you are holding it for yourself.
No. You went
You
too
can
far. We
eventually,
wasn't talking
you can
about that.
eventually
I'm
turn into
confused
the
again.
crab. You
What
can
are you
eventually,
hearing that we're not?
because
I
I'm
don't
trying to,
understand.
Evo, I'm saying that it's both perspectives.
One time I want to be on We Upside. Y'all want to mess it up. What is going on?
It is very easy. It's very easy. It's very easy for you to go from the person who feels like you are championing the community to champion just the things that are concerning you directly. And that is the problem. That is where the crab in the barrel mentality ends up coming.
You twisting the crab in the barrel thing up, because gatekeeping and crab in the barrel is two different things. We already said that. So you gotta learn what the definition of gatekeeping is, and then look at the definition of crab in the barrel. It's two different things.
Then repeat it, Evo. Repeat it, Evo.
L. You talk as if you are not the community. When I talk about the community, I talk about a man meeting a woman. No, wait, L. Hold on, L.
I'm not saying nothing, bro. Don't do that to me. Just because I got the facial expression. You know I wouldn't do that.
Yo, L. You know, when I talk about community, this is my idea of community. My idea of community is a man meeting a woman, man and woman have child, man and woman raise child, child grows up to be a man or a woman, have children, raise their children, which ultimately forms a community, son. And what I'm trying to say is, you cannot, family. You can't. No. But your family forms. Your family can form a community. This is what I'm saying.
Bro. That's why I started off.
Hi, Charlie. We got a new person.
What Charlie got to say?
He can say something.
Just gonna jump in when you feel like it.
Salutes, everybody. I'm just here. I wanted to chime in. We're from the greater Los Angeles, and I came into this channel because it showed up on my thing. But big respects to everybody, and I'm listening in, and everybody's got a lot of things to say. It's powerful, and I'm just sitting here, man. So thank you, everybody. Much love to
our prayers with your community.
Thank you, Charlie.
Sending our prayers and our positive vibes to your community, Charlie.
Not only our prayers, but our applications for conjoint. We talk about that. Carly, we're gonna talk about it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Charlie,
we're gonna talk about it.
Charlie. You family now.
Charlie, that's what got Malcolm X.
Every week, come back.
Charlie, we can't talk about community on here. That's what got Malcolm X taken out. But we gonna talk about what we gotta talk about, Charlie. We gonna talk about what we gotta do.
I'm confused, Charlie. Like you got us.
Charlie, we're with your people. Our thoughts are with you all in Los Angeles.
Oh, thank you. But you're everything's cool. You guys keep going, and I'm listening in, and yeah, you got it. You got it. You guys are all beautiful and
okay. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
Did you subscribe, Charlie? Did you subscribe already?
Too, Charlie.
I hope Charlie subscribed. All right, thank you, Charlie. But we have to come back.
That's a killer no dog, Charlie.
Thank you.
That was
rough. All right, so yeah, we are. What you was?
Go ahead. All I was trying to say, and I'm gonna end it real fast. Unless somebody else want to say something. All I'm saying is, for me personally, the Black family getting together and building something that my kids can pass down and their kids can pass down. And we're not talking about money. We're talking about habits. We're talking about habits and structure. You know what I'm saying? The money is going to come. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are adult enough to put your difference to the side, work, build, or whatever, the money is going to come. But how you maintain structure throughout the family can ultimately affect the community. But if your families are in shambles, then the community will be in shambles. What is a community without family? Family is community. You can't separate those two.
Bro, what I'm saying is you are separating it by saying family first. And that's what I'm saying. Yes. Bro, you can't. So what I'm asking you straight up, because you just said we know the type of man you are. And I keep seeing Just Face with this screwed up face. He ain't talk yet. But I'll ask you this real quick, and I'll ask Charlie this as a person from another community. As a man, we are charged with leading the community, and at the end of the day, that does not mean that we lead the community by itself. If we see a young man, and if we talk about the tribe, sometimes we would have a adopted family. That's why things are structured in New Orleans the way they structured. Bro, I'm on. Everybody know I'm on podcast. Everybody know I'm trying to be professional. I'm in the middle of a thought. Anywho, everybody know that it's structured the way it's structured because it's a multi-family thing. Because a community builds a child. It's not just, oh, my wife and me is raising a child. You are essentially in this community that you building, that you excluding, saying that you want people in this community to correct your child and come talk to you, but you are excluding your correction of any child because you are only focusing on your children. We
Yes.
cannot only focus on our children
Yes.
so much that we see a child in need without a parent or without guidance, that we don't add that guidance. Come on, bro.
L, I respect what you're saying. I know somebody else go. My bad. I'll
All
get back.
right.
I'll say that.
We
Somebody
up.
else.
I agree with what you were saying. It starts somewhere, and you do have to build. We do build a community from starting with our families. But I really like what Evo said, because that has happened in my family. Some of us have division, and we do have to keep our distance from our very bloodline for the sake of peace.
Yes. Yeah. 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 And you gonna
That's a
be
fact.
you gonna be that you ever heard a story of the guy that he bought a snake as a baby and it turned out to be a boa constrictor? So they say he raised his killer. It's like that. They will eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're gonna.
Destroy everything you do.
That's a fact. But you're gonna listen in any place where you want to succeed. You're gonna have a couple of bad seeds somewhere. What I'm trying to say is, focus on the family, the people who want to be a family, the people who want something better, the people who want something for real. Those are the people you focus on your family. The ones that's not on the same accord, yo, you gotta leave them behind, son. I'm gonna keep it
And
100 with you, because what's happening right now is people are accepting people who don't want to build and getting them confused with the people who do want to build. So when it's time for you to meet the people who want to build, you can't even figure out who really want to do it, because you're trying to help everyone. You're not
no,
supposed to help everyone. You're supposed to help the ones who understands and respects the
we
fact that brother, listen
bro.
to what I'm saying.
The you saying the problem by saying the problem. We only thinking about people with our blood, that they extended the help that everybody's supposed to be extended. If we do not look at people beyond just our blood ties, we are never gonna come together as a community,
But you
bro.
can't come together as a community if you are not straight as a family.
Bro, and I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with the fact that you be the most stand-up person that you can be for your family, but you do not cut off the community, bro.
No, how I raise my
That's
listen,
the
L
only thing
L
that we
L
disagreeing
L
on.
L. How I
No.
raise my family is my contribute to the community, son.
Bro,
If a
it's
father,
not.
yes, it
When
is. If a
bro, no,
father,
it's not, because you
listen,
on here talking to
L
other black women. That's not your. These
L,
women is
listen,
not
L,
your.
listen,
These women
L,
are not
listen,
your wife. They
L,
not your
listen,
children. But
L,
you still feel the
L,
obligation to help the
L, listen,
community,
L,
bro.
listen, L, listen. If I'm a man, right? And I'm teaching my son all the wrong things, right? How is he going to be a productive member in the community if the father is not teaching him the right things, son?
How
Just
can you
answer
be
that
a
question.
how can you be a father teaching your son the proper way to be a man if you are only teaching your son to be a man for his family, bro? And I'm telling you this.
You're not only
I'm telling
teaching
you
him
this,
for his
and
family. You're
bro,
teaching
you
him.
are teaching him.
No, I'm
You
not
teaching them
saying is
exclusivity.
no, I'm not. I'm
You
teaching him.
teaching them. You teaching them. Whenever you see a corset, whenever you see an Evo, whenever you see a D Shields, you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to have the conversation that your father was having with them, because they not your. They not your sister.
No,
They
L,
not
L,
your
L. You're
daughter.
seeing
They
it. I
not your
think we're
aunt. They
seeing it
not
in a
your
different
mother,
way. Yo, L, we're
bro.
seeing it in a different way.
Then you have to. You have to say it in a different
what
way,
I'm
bro.
trying to
That's
say
what
is
I'm
this. All
trying to
right, let me just say
say.
this. Let me just say this. When you raise your son to treat women right, you're not only raising him to treat the women in your family right, you're raising him to treat women right, period. You understand what
No,
I'm saying? I'm
bro.
I
not
would
telling my
agree.
That
son,
makes sense.
I would
listen
agree.
to what I'm saying. Listen
Yeah,
to
it
what
makes
I'm
sense.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You're not only teaching your son to respect the women in your family, you're teaching him to respect all women. Now, if you got a son and you're a man and you're disrespecting women, you're teaching your son how to disrespect women, which will eventually leave the house and disrespect the community of women. Why? Because it is accepted at home.
So we
That
are
makes
saying, bro, we are saying similar things that, and what I'm saying is this, bro, it's not just words. You can't leave it as yo, you got to be a good person, but then you see, yes, you with your son, and you see a woman struggling, and that woman is not in your family, and you walk right by them. I'm saying that you have to show your son physically, yo, you don't have to need anything from a woman. You just go and show them that there is a community that will help you behind them. Same thing with a woman. It is just the action of showing people that I will step this way for you. It's not just words of yo, when you see it happening, but then you also telling your child with the same actions, yo, we don't help nobody else, but yo, that's your sister. Your sister, that's your cousin. That yo, this person is a person who might be of need. That's what it means to be a real black person who's looking for unity, bro. Because me and Evo, me and Corset, me and D Shields, me and you, bro. We might find out later, me and even Charlie. It's ancestry.com. We might find out we related somewhere down the line. But that don't mean I'm supposed to treat you like you not related off the bat. I'm talking about simple human
L,
empathy.
we're thinking
And
about, we're
I'm talking
talking from
about
two
black
different perspectives,
privilege,
bro.
bro. We
Can I
have
say
to hold,
this?
bro. When we see each other on the street, we gotta hold each other like we holding our mother, like we holding our sister. Yo, that's all I'm saying. When I see black women, when I see black men, how I address y'all, I might come off jokingly sometimes, but y'all already know it's always respect and it's always love with me. The same way like we was in the cradle together, same way we was in the womb
But you
together.
can't listen. You cannot
I got a
respect
question.
black women. You can't respect black women outside the home if you are not respecting black women inside the home.
And that's why I wasn't trying to interrupt you, bro. And that's why they champion Martin Luther King. There's way more Martin Luther King boulevards and streets than there are Malcolm X's because the CIA had agents to make sure they were recording Malcolm X they were trying to get Malcolm X recorded dealing with women outside of his marriage. Martin Luther King was recorded several times with women of several different colors, especially white women, white groupies. And I won't call them everything that Corset called them to get kicked out of these clubs. I won't put a business out there because he be talking about to talk business. But anyway,
All right. So he was married at the time, right?
he was both of them were married,
Now
but I
listen to now
say
L. Now
that
L. Listen. Now L.
America
Listen. Now
champions
L. Listen.
won.
Now L.
Look
Listen.
at just
L.
real quick,
Listen.
bro. Look
L.
at
L.
just
A
real quick.
man. Listen. L. A man is
America champions one over the other for a specific reason because Malcolm X at one time realized this is bigger, and even how America demonizes Islam is because Islam is the last time black people in this country came together under one unit. And again, that's not including
L.
Marcus Garvey. This
L.
is
L.
after Marcus
L.
Garvey.
If you're a
If y'all
married
want to talk
man,
about history,
L. I just
bro.
want to say
But
this last
this
thing.
is what they champion, bro. And I'm
L.
not.
Let me just say this
I'm gonna
last
finish it
thing.
after this. I'm
Go
gonna
on. Go on.
finish
Go
it
on.
after this, and I'm gonna let you go. I am in a older black man fraternity, and I have this debate all the time. I tell older black men this is where we went wrong. We started letting people believe, we started letting people make us believe that it is just about us in our immediate community, what we deem our immediate community being our family. Because you say we can't have one without the other. If you
Yes.
associate just your blood ties with your community, then you say, oh, I don't have to help nobody else out of my blood ties. And then you even start to exclude, like you said yourself, people in your own blood based on credentials. Oh, this person don't really want to work. This person don't really want to be a part of nothing. Now I'm going to. Now you are part of the opposite
Yes.
crab in the barrel.
Yes.
Now you're the
Yes.
crab that got plucked, and you looking at them, but you in the pot. This is
Listen,
what the point I was talking
listen to
about.
what I'm
That's
saying.
all I
Listen
was
to what I'm
saying.
saying. L, if you are a married man, yo, Jay, I'm about to hop over right now. Listen, you're a married man, right? You have multiple women, right? What are you teaching your son and your daughter right now?
I'm not married, bro. What are you talking
Listen,
about?
listen to what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to. I didn't want to answer it wrong. My fault.
Yo,
My
listen,
fault.
listen.
I
All right,
didn't.
no. If you are a married man and you are messing with multiple women, you have side pieces and all that. What are you teaching your son and what are you teaching your daughter? Are you teaching your daughter to value marriage? Are you teaching your son to value marriage and family? Can you say you doing that or no?
No, but all I'm saying,
Listen,
it's the same message. It's the same message. Can I answer your question, bro? It's the same message
Can I say
as
something real
walking
quick?
by a black woman who's in need, who's being attacked, and you just tell them, yo, you got to make it home. You have it, bro. It's an extension of yourself.
Can I say something real quick? All right.
Yeah,
so what I want to say is shout out to Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlie. Thank you so much, Charlie. I so appreciate that. Now that's, you know what I'm saying? That's love. Because Charlie ain't even talking. He just listening. And he's still showing love. Thank you, Charlie. Let me get your super chat on for you, King. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Hey, thank you,
Shout out to Charlie.
I appreciate you.
Hey,
Shout out
man,
to
I don't
Charlie,
got nothing
yo.
else to say.
I don't like nobody named Chuck.
Somebody else want to say something.
I don't like nobody named Chuck, but my favorite character in All Dogs Go to Heaven, Charlie.
Let Charlie speak. Go ahead, Charlie.
No. Everybody's cool and I love everybody and I just want to play the harmonica, you know.
Let Charlie play the harmonica.
That was racist, Charlie. That was racist.
Thank you. No, it wasn't. Thank you.
The harmonica.
Yo, Jay, you wanted to say something, Jay?
The man who spent the most money.
I was messing with you, Charlie.
Yo, Jay, you wanted to say something, brother?
Thank you, Charlie.
The man who spent the most money showing you
Charlie
love.
just represented.
Charlie on the leaderboard.
You guys go ahead. I want to listen. You guys go ahead. You guys go ahead.
Hold on, Charlie. Where you people from? Where you people? Eres Mexicano.
He said.
Yeah.
It's Mexicano.
Calm down. Evo, everybody else.
Now you know LJ
now
is going to
Corset is getting some more. Corset is getting some more.
Biden and Kamala done open the borders. Get you a Mexican today, because these brothers can't. Who can come for Charlie and how much he put down, bro?
Edwin Corset.
Charlie represented.
It had to be Corset.
I told y'all that.
Yo, Jay,
Listen,
JD. Yo, Jay, what you gonna say, Jay?
Yo, she be doing.
She
be dancing jigs to that.
Can I ask y'all something? There was a question, right? Look, I think we all know the problem. What's the solution? And that was from Omaro Films. I like the name. What's the solution, y'all? Real quick before we do the
solution is get a Mexican. That's what I did.
She's still in Corsets and she's still mad.
We just saw what they did.
Charlie.
They visited the black lady house one time.
Charlie don't want no corset.
Drop a 50. One time you drop a 50, bro.
The solution is The solution is
that's easy in my circle, but respects to everybody, man.
What is the solution?
He played harmonica. He played instruments. He don't want no corset.
What's
the solution? What's the solution?
Unity. That's the solution. Honestly, when it comes to crabs in a barrel mentality, learning to collaborate, looking, you can learn something from everyone, or we wouldn't be on this earth if we weren't supposed to learn from other cultures. And I don't know exactly what your culture is, Charlie, but your culture is blended in my family. It's married into my family. If you are Mexican or if you are Latina X, that's in my family. And very much so, unity is what makes them go to the next level and the next level. So we could just, if Crabs in a Barrel is an issue in our community, then let's work on unity.
Right. Yeah.
Well, much love and respect.
UNITY. UNIT. Shout out to Queen Latifah. Cause like I always keep advocating, like me and D Shields is very rarely off the same page. It's always about the unity. And that's what I'm saying. Crab in the barrel is all about mentality. Whether you're the crab pulling the person down or the crab who believes you got pulled up above the other people. It's a mentality that makes us not help each other. If you're not helping each other, you are against unifying as a people. And that is the ultimate goal of the people who are against us. I won't say it's the government, I won't say whatever it is. It has been several entities since the beginning of since the last time black people ran the earth on a mass scale, and most people identified as not being black as a negative thing. They have always used propaganda to make us believe that we don't love each other, that we don't protect each other. And this was my point about us. If you don't want to call it a black army, we will never be able to call it a black army within this culture, within this society. But remember, what as Americans, whether you black American, Mexican, whatever you are, as an American, you do have the right to form a militia. That's in the Constitution. That's what white people do all the time. That's what other cultures do all the time. We have to not be afraid to educate ourselves on gun laws where we live so we are able to protect ourselves and look our women in the eyes and tell them you are not only am I protected, not only are you protected, but when I see the little kids around, they know they're protected. And I'm not afraid to educate them the same way I'm educating my children. No, you're not supposed to put in the same effort that you put in with a little knucklehead that you know is. Every time you look at him, and I didn't been down that path. I have several people that they would consider me their mentor, and I would tell them, don't call me your mentor because you never listen to what I got to say. You hear me, but you never listen to you always still step the other way, bro. And I done been in that same position as you, and I made that right decision. So again, it's all choices that we make, and that comes down to the choice to be able to help other people. And it might be a person that looked like Charlie. I didn't speak to little white kids named Brett that I seen going down the wrong path. It's about an idea of being a right person and having a stand-up hairline, and you don't keep on rubbing it, like just keep rubbing it. And I'm gonna end it on that. Because I don't like I keep telling you, I don't like your facial expression, bro. I don't like that.
I think you do like him though, because
he ain't saying nothing. Because he ain't saying nothing yet. So I gotta antagonize him. He ain't saying nothing yet.
It's not looking too good. You did the same thing with Daryl. Do we have the same taste? Is that what it is? What's going on? Why you always going after my cheese? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Look,
somebody have to do it.
Like leave people alone. If he's not saying that, leave him alone. Like, why you keep doing that?
You don't let people speak. So when would he even have an opportunity to say?
Y'all don't understand.
Yes. He can't even have his face on the camera without saying something. He ain't even
You want to speak, Charlie?
Charlie want to talk. Y'all keep talking. Charlie been had his hand up after me. Charlie been had his hand up. Y'all keep interrupting Charlie. I gave mad respect to Charlie.
I have a whole hand up between you and me.
That's one way to do it. You gay? I got something to say. So we got there's that. But you know what? I'm in somebody else's block. This is your guys' block, and I got much respects for everybody here.
Thank you.
But I gotta shut it down on my end. Respects to everybody, you know. I gotta put this guy to rest.
Okay.
And continue what you guys got going, man. It's a lovely topic. Salutes to the panel, the creator, channel creator, and to all the panel folks and all the chat people. Hey, that's
Thank you, Charlie. We want to see you again. Feel free to come back. Feel free.
Enough for mine. And with that, I'm gonna put it out.
Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for sending the love.
So much, Charlie. We appreciate
it. You guys keep safe. Keep safe, everybody. Much love. Good night.
Thank you. You too, Charlie. Thank you.
Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to all
y'all just gonna let Corset be right about the Mexicans coming through? Y'all just gonna be okay with that? Y'all just gonna let?
What are you talking about? I ain't invited nobody.
I want to be the last person to speak. Then we're gonna do the get your last word because we way over time. You know what you gotta say about this, Monique? That's Monique Ruffin right there. That's the queen.
I don't have anything to say.
I'm sorry, Mama. I done threw the spotlight on you. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm glad you're here, Mama.
Yeah, I just stand in the audience because I don't want to argue. You know, I just don't want to do it anymore. So I was happy that we're trying to get to some solutions and to help our fellow man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think it matters if there's a white kid or a black kid. It's a kid. And these children are going to be the ones that are going to, whether you like it or not, they are going to run this world someday. So the only thing and the best thing we can do is try to lead them in the right direction, try to give them some support and help them learn and develop their character. That I would think that's the best thing to do with a kid. But with an adult, yeah, I don't know. I just, if they have their own minds, they already got the devil in them. If they're not ready to go for an exorcist, I'm over it.
I get it though. Definitely. Yes. Good point, Monique. I'm not mad at you. All right. So look, y'all ready to get your last word? So look, I'm gonna explain what this is. If you're new to the channel, this is your first time here, we do something called Get Your Last Word, right? But before we do that, and I always forget, let me do this first. If you haven't, I knew Just gonna leave. Just hate to do the last. All right. If you haven't, now is the time to subscribe. And before I tell you how to do it, I'm gonna show you how to do it first. So, like that, here you go. Yes, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the like button when you come in, when you go out. If you haven't hit it, please hit it. If you're watching it later on, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button and the notification bell. We have started doing sporadic shows. We're changing times. We're doing a lot of stuff on the channel. We're doing special shows for the members, all types of stuff. In order for you to know the shows that we're doing when we're doing them, you know, especially if they're spontaneous, hit that notification bell. It is not for me. It is for you to know when we have these great discussions. You would come on in, tell us how you feel, you know what I'm saying, show love, and just be a part of, you know what I'm saying, the community, the Evolution Era Media community. All right. Now, if you are here for the first time, we do something called Get Your Last Word, the Evolution Era podcast, right? So what that is, let's say you forgot to say something, or somebody said something you weren't able to rebuttal to it, or you just want to call somebody out on something that they said, or you have some advice for the panel, for the chat, you know what I'm saying, for people watching this, you know, for other evolutionaries that's not here, whatever. We call it Get Your Last Word. I hope everybody is ready. And when we usually start, we start with the kings, then we go to the queens. All right? It doesn't have to be in that order. That's usually how it is. But like to hear it, here we go, y'all.
From a long way away, I'll take risks. Swing around that corner, I can't miss. I can't go back, I can't switch.
All right. So, LOL, LJ, here you go. You ready, King? You gonna start us off, King? Ready to lead?
Hey, y'all know how I do, man. If y'all new to this, I'm gonna keep it true to this. Anyway, good people, realize that it's not just about you, It's as simple as the circle of life. And you even if you gone, you contribute to the overall. Like we kept on saying, certain people on here, if you stand up and you real, it's not even about like, oh yeah, like this person look a certain way. You see a person need help and you help them out. That's what even this, and not to speak for Evo or nobody else on here. That's what this is about. We on here to help other people out who, in our opinions, y'all can find out your own. At the end of the day, it's all about community. If you believe that only helping your own family and blood ties is helping your community, you short sighted. You gotta look at the long run. Like at the end of the day, it might be somebody who you never know what they come out to be. You never know who somebody gonna be in a couple of years. Like at the end of the day, please, guys, please show empathy. That's all the like I keep on emphasizing. If you see somebody in need, try to help as much as you can. Never extend yourself further. You could extend yourself and make it be a detriment to yourself. But at the end of the day, everybody need help, and you never know if you the person who the good Lord really sent to send that message. So, like I always say, at the end of these things, Black love above everything else. Love to everybody. And shout out to all y'all who listen. Shout out to all y'all who participate. Everybody who got their own opinion, who contribute. And again, guys, we gotta help each other. Like, do not let other people come and be no savior to us and give their opinion before we actually give each other our own opinions and help each other. Peace.
All right, thank you, King. Good job, good job. All right, next up we got the Queen Monique. You ready, Mo?
Can you come back to me, please?
I got you. Okay. All right, Miss D
you.
Shields, you ready, Queen?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Evo and family, Queen, thank you for having me on again. Quisette, LJ, thanks. It's always a great conversation on here. I love the crabs in a barrel. I do like that we got to a solution on, again, it's the attitude and behavior of the individuals that think that they are supposed to be more successful. And when they see someone coming around in the same barrel, trying to do their own thing, then they take it as, oh, let me pull that person down, or in more layman's terms, well, I'm going to throw some shade out there about that person, or I'm going to try to I'll speak one way and support them in private, but when I'm in public, I'm like, oh, you still doing that little thing, or you still doing that little this, and throwing little words out there to make everyone in a larger crowd not respect what you have going on. So a lot of that needs to go away in 2025. And I can't stress enough that it's about how we treat each other. When we make it a point to treat each other and lift each other up and to collaborate with each other and to unite with each other, it's just going to become the popular thing. It's just going to become a way of life. And a lot of that negativity way, because it's a negative thing at the end of the day, your topic, crabs in a barrel, is just negative. So if we do away with negative and go into positive, we could see something better coming in the future. I feel like if we're here right now, we have a purpose to lay the foundation for what's to come, because we all have that moment when we're no longer going to be here. So what kind of legacy do we want to leave? One that where we were all fighting and going at each other's throats, or where we united and helped each other up? I'm real big about what LJ was saying. Like, you never know. We all come across each other for a season and for a reason. And we all have resources in the individual states that we're connected to, where, like, just with the comedy thing, I happen to know somebody. I think I'm funny, but I can't get on his stage, but he's always asking, hey, anybody want to open up for Mike Epps? He's coming to town. Do you want to open up for, like I said, he had O'Shea recently. Like, it's a lot of shows. And I'm connected with another guy in Atlanta. They've been doing their own shows. what's her name? I forgot the Kelly name, but they've been doing their own shows, and they tell me about comedy all the time, but I didn't know any comedians. So, we always land somewhere for a reason, but once I get those resources, like I said, Corsette and LJ, I will send their links to you, because who knows who flies people in. Make your demands. I know these people, they have a little change, so let them know that you do expect your hotel and your flight to be covered. But if you can't get on stages in your community, there are people opening up stages in Texas and Colorado and Atlanta and different places, and I'm fully connected in those places to at least share those things out, because I'm a motivational speaker looking for motivational speaking stages, but there are comedians, and shout out to D. Ellis. That's my boy. If you guys are familiar with comedian D. Ellis in Dallas, and he has his own thing with DJ Spinderella. They do their comedy thing all the time in Dallas, and I don't get to go out to his shows live, but they have stages all the time. So I'll make sure that I'll email out those things. That's off topic for what we were saying, but that's all I have to say, Evo.
All right, thank you, Queen. Good job. Yes. All right, y'all doing great. All right, Corsette, you ready, Queen? Here we go.
See, what D just showed and exhibited is not crabs in the bucket. Thank you, D, for sharing. Thank you for giving us the opportunity and hooking us up with your connections. Love you, sis. One thing I keep touting, ladies and gentlemen, is that Kamala and Biden, yes, they opened the borders for real men to come in. And this man entered Evo's house, and he ain't put his feet on the couch. He ain't say F this couch. He ain't spilled no drink. He said hello, sat down, shut up, and opened his wallet. Ladies, get your Mexicans today.
Yeah.
Because these Americans can't. We saw that. Y'all been talking, Delilah ain't about black. Delilah ain't this. I go where the money at. That's where I go. And black women, go where the money at. That man saw these sisters and said, I like being in their presence. Here is my wallet. And I'm going to sit back with my whiskey, drink, and enjoy. As he emptied his cup, he filled up Evo's cup. That's respect, gentlemen. Who can knock him down off his pedestal? Who got the next 50? Who got the next 100? Because that man proved that what Corsette says about over the border is correct. It has been a wonderful day. I didn't even have to speak too much today. And that money spoke for me today. Get you a Mexican today, my sisters. Get paid. They sit there quietly because they can afford to sit there quietly and not beg for attention. Look how he made two black women smile. Look, we just been giddy ever since we saw. Look, perma smile. My face hurts. I don't smile this much. My face hurts. Ladies, the proof is in the pudding. Who gonna dethrone him? It'll probably be a woman before it'll be a brother. Y'all niggas is broke. I love you so much, even if you're broke. I love you and respect you if you're dropping money in the till. Because loyalty can be purchased here. Thank you, Miss D Shields, for looking out. Thank you for always being beautiful and educated. Don't care for the simping for LJ much. Let him crash and burn.
I just tagged y'all. Underneath one of the comedians. You are hilarious.
I love you, sister. I love you, Evo. Get you a Mexican today, ladies. They lead with their wallet. Have a good night. Make sure y'all subscribe, y'all like.
Thank you, Queen. I'll be honest, I am giddy.
Giddy?
Yo, that is crazy. All right, let me come here because we're making people mad. We can't be doing that.
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah. I always say shout out to everybody that stayed in here for all these hours with us and watched us get questions, and think about the problem and actually get to a solution like we usually do. We talk about it, we laugh, we fight through it. You get what I'm saying? We always get to those solutions at the end. There is a method to our madness. Definitely is, And, this is my time. I'm doing something new. You got what I'm saying? I did it the last show. I'm going to do it this show. You got what I'm saying? Shout out to all of those who subscribes. You know what I'm saying? We had some really good subscriptions tonight. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everybody who liked the video. Thank you so much for just pressing that thumb up. It means a lot to me. The support, it was beautiful. And thank you to those that left super chats. We got Army for Life 1970. We got Darryl Whitaker, Dora the Horror. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my faves. We got Key Success. You know what I'm saying? Great comments, everything. Then we got Charlie. Charlie sat up here and chill and just say, you know what, I'm gonna show some love. Everybody showed some love tonight. I appreciate it. Every time that y'all, it makes me say, you know what? I'm doing good with the topics. We doing good talking about this stuff. We're reaching people. You get what I'm saying? And that motivation, I put it right back into the business so I could do different stuff for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I can make the show better. Let me tell you something. We also have something called memberships. You get what I'm saying? You press that join button. You look in the bio of this video, my videos, you'll see the memberships. We're doing something special with the memberships. We're doing game nights with the memberships. We're doing different lives we're going to start doing. We got interviews in there if you want to know us a little bit better. Yeah, we got 3 tiers. The memberships are going off. You know what I'm saying? Get your membership, get to know us a little bit better, and see the behind the scenes, the backstage stuff that you wouldn't see on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say I thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look great. I appreciate it. Let me tell you something. I gotta be up out of here at 5 a.m. But you know what I can say tonight? We reached some people, we reached our people, we got to some solutions, you get what I'm saying? And we did good. You know what I'm saying? So I can sleep. I can take a shower, then go to sleep with a clear conscience. Like I help my community again. I help my people. My people know I care. They know enough to trust me to know that I'm not going to let them down. You get what I'm saying? And you also see a Black woman actually step up. You get what I'm saying? On the ways that Black women are supposed to be treated. You get what I'm saying? On what they're going to stand, what they're not going to tolerate. And you also see Black women stick together and hold each other down. You got what I'm saying? You also get to see, even though we get them a hard time, you get to see the Kings. We get them a hard time, but we love all of them are our family. You got what I'm saying? We roast each other. Let me tell you something. None of this stuff is personal. Right after this, whatever, next show, it's like nothing happened. That's just what we do. You got what I'm saying? In the moment, it be heated. But after that, we got a good enough sense to know we're a community. You got what I'm saying? We're people, we're brothers and sisters. You got what I'm saying? And we're going to hold each other down because we in this together. You got what I'm saying? We work well together. So that's what we're going to do. And we helping people. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank y'all. And shout out to the evolutionaries in the chat. Shout out to the evolutionaries that supported. You got what I'm saying? And since I'm plugging everything else, I'm a plug that I'm selling candles. You know what I'm saying? They're not the candles that you're going to find, in the stores. And these candles are really strong. They're very potent. They smell amazing. I got all types. I got fruity. I got everything. Girl, mine. You know what I'm saying? I got the winter, the effervescence. Everything you can think of. Floral. I have it. You know what I'm saying? You need to check that out. Check out UniqStarEnt.com. If you can't find it, hit me up on Instagram at Evolutionary Media. And you got to get one of these candles, you know what I'm saying, in your house. We got a lot of stuff coming, but we starting with that. You know what I'm saying? So try to get some of the stuff I'm talking about. And thank you so much for the love, the respect. You know what I'm saying? The comments, let me tell you something. The comments is on fire like y'all always been. We love y'all. We can't do this without y'all. It ain't even fun. if we don't have the comment section getting us together, telling us what's right, what's wrong, the kings and the queens. We love all y'all. We love to see y'all come in here and act up just like we be acting up. You know what I'm saying? And get us right. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Our evolutionaries mean everything to us. Let me come down here. I just want to say thank you. Y'all my people. I'm very happy. Yes. All right. Yes. Thank y'all so much. I hope everybody had a good time tonight. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, there will be Evoism show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I get home in time to make it for 8 o'clock. It may be 8 p.m. It may be 9 p.m. It depends on what time I get home from work. But it will be tomorrow. I missed the one last week. And Army gonna choke me. You know what I'm saying? So Army for life. I love you, Queen. Don't hurt me. I'm going to definitely get that show on. I got a lot of clips, a lot of stuff I want to talk about. That show's a little different, guys. It's me being authentically Brooklyn, being myself, and I'm seeing clips. I'm responding to news shows and stuff like that. You get the unadulterated Evo, Evolution Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really see her on these shows. But you're going to get that tomorrow. It's going to be a different side of me. But trust me, it's going to be real, raw. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a classic way to look at your girl. I'm going to say everything I feel. It's going to be what it is. All right? So you hope to see y'all tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all had a good time. And you will see us back tomorrow, and especially Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have another show called the Live Ladies Podcast. That's where a bunch of ladies that look just like us, black melanated queens, we come together. We talk about a subject and how we really feel, and we don't pull no punches. And this episode coming up gonna be real good. I need the kings to watch what we're saying. I need y'all to come up and tell us how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna learn a lot with the next one. I think, y'all gonna learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. You know, that's this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all have a good night. Y'all ready? Ready to go? Y'all had a good time?
Good night. It was fun. Love you guys.
Good night.
Thank you for the super chats.
Yes. Good night.
What it mean to be the best? Riding foes, feeling unimpressed. Make me reminisce, throwing bows, bend the corner, set my mind up on the goal. All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the goal. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. I ain't gotta say much. Know the boy got a touch. Another win for the rush. Another win for the rush. See me once and got a crush. See you twice and that's enough. Get the ring sized up. And that's for the championship. Yeah, I dropped in. Feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mop in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit. Locked in. Supreme confidence, can't do broken promises. You can't talk the way I talk when you ain't got no accomplishments. On top taking up space, ain't no room for occupants. Always knew I had to glow, ain't no chance of blocking it. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah, I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mop in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit. Locked in. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah.